It's time for Valley View Blazer football on the Blazer News Network and FM News Talk 1021. Presented by NEA Baptist, the United States Navy, Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Kavanaugh Auto Group, and First National Bank.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now, let's go to the NEA Baptist broadcast booth and join Randy Myers for the First National Bank pregame show.
Good evening from Central Dealership Stadium on the campus of Valley View High School in Southwest Jonesboro, and welcome into the 20th season of varsity football for the Valley View Blazers. Hello again, everybody. I'm Randy Myers, back for year 12 as the broadcast voice of the Blazers in this, the 100th year of the Valley View School District. And tonight, the Blazers open this landmark season and school year by hosting the Mules of Poplar, Bluff, Missouri. The Blazers enter this new season with hopes of building on the momentum of what most would consider to be the most successful season yet in the 20-year history of the program. Last year, the View ran the tables on the regular season and advanced all the way to the Class 5A semifinals before falling to eventual state champion Little Rock Parkview in a 12-1 season. Those 12 victories were the most for the Blazers since the 2013 season, when Valley View went 12-2 on a run to the Class 4A semifinals. Our pregame coverage of Blazer football season opener tonight is brought to you on News Talk 1021 and the Blazer News Network by First National Bank, where they put you first always. This morning I sat down with Valley View head coach Sean Cochrell to get his thoughts on last week's preseason benefit scrimmage game at Marion, as well as what he expects to see tonight against the Mules of Poplar Bluff. We'll have that conversation for you when we return in 3 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
There's nothing more important than your child breathing easily. Arkansas Children's Pulmonology Clinic in Jonesboro treats common to complex pediatric breathing conditions like obstructive sleep apnea, asthma, and rare lung diseases. With a family-centered approach, our medical team changes lives with nationally ranked care close to home for a variety of conditions from cystic fibrosis to sleep disorders. Visit archildrens.org/ACH Jonesboro.
This is Keith Baird with the Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
Your vehicle is a personal and important investment. At Central Collision Center, we're more than collision repair. We do everything from minor paint touch-ups and windshield replacements to framework. We're committed to customer satisfaction and provide the highest quality of service. At Central Collision Center, we provide honest and expert auto care and offer a written lifetime warranty and on-site rental car arrangements. Stop by or give us a call today to schedule your free estimate. Central Collision Center. Professional, convenient, reliable. Behind Central Chevrolet on Stadium and online at centralcollisionctr.com.
Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter, and I want to let you know about my friends at Cleanway Restoration and Construction. You see, disasters don't happen when it's convenient, whether it's a fire, a flood, or a tornado. When it damages your home, it upsets everything about your life. Cleanway comes in and does the cleanup, and they can lay your floors, replace your cabinets, and fix or replace walls. So remember, when an inconvenient disaster comes your way, think Cleanway Restoration and Construction. Let Cleanway restore your home and restore your life. Find out more at cleanwayrestoration.com.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue is still winning awards and still going strong. Over 20 years of local ownership. The reason? Their process for producing the best barbecue in the area, cooked low and slow. The same process is ensured it's done right and still making my mouth water. Take-home packs, sandwiches, ribs, desserts, beans, beans! And the big chops on the weekend. Everything cooked to perfection, even the desserts. Demo's Barbecue, 2 locations, across from Jonesboro High and at Hilltop. Smoking it right for over 20 years.
Good evening and welcome back to our first National Bank pregame coverage of Blazer football. I'm Randy Myers, joined now by Valley View head football coach Sean Cochrell. And Coach, set to begin year 12 in your stint as the head coach of the Blazers. I know you've been here for a little longer than that, but it's always an exciting time of year to get the season started.
It is. I'm super excited about this year and, coming off the year we had last year, just trying to find out what this 25 team's all about. And so I'm excited to kind of play somebody else and see where we are.
Of course, a 12-1 run last year all the way to the semifinals. I know that gives you some momentum going into this season, obviously, but it's also going to be hard to duplicate that kind of season.
Yeah, I think it puts pressure on us as a staff, and I try to continue to tell the players, last year's over. It was great. It was magical. It was a great run, but it's over, and let's find out what we're all about. And no pressure on them. But everybody wants to beat you, and everybody's going to be gunning for you. So we're not trying to duplicate it or match it or anything else. We're just trying to be the best team that the 2025 team could be, and we'll see how that goes.
You lost a lot of key guys to graduation off that club from last year. But in the off season, you've also had some attrition. R.J. Estrich, your All-State sophomore cornerback, unfortunately moved out of state back to his native South Carolina. You also lost a couple of guys I think that you were planning on pretty heavily in the receiving corps that decided to concentrate on their baseball careers. So it's been a little bit of a rough season through the attrition ranks.
Yeah, it has. We lost a couple to Jonesboro. We lost a couple of receivers that just going to play baseball. And then RJ was the biggest hit, moving back to South Carolina. So, but I feel like we've got great guys that have stepped in and done what they were supposed to do once we found those things out. Thank goodness RJ left early, and we could work Kobe Wester there, and he's done a good job and had a really good summer in the 7-on-7 and that kind of stuff. So we've had guys step up, and we feel good about them, and we're going to roll with them and see how they do. I
know you've obviously had a very active off season with the summer camps and as well as spring ball, and then of course saw your team in action for the first time last week in a preseason benefit game at Marion, and I think you were pretty pleased with what. I know you didn't win that game, but there's a lot of things that you look for in a scrimmage game, and victory is not always all you want to win. It's always, I know you well enough to know that's not necessarily your number one goal going into a scrimmage game.
Yeah, no, I was pleasantly surprised, really, on how physical we were and how we played and how we managed some things. We got down early and came back and tied it up and felt good about that. And then, we subbed and we got a lot of people to play. Everybody on the team got in, and so we got those guys on film, and we feel good about where they are, and we've got to continue to develop depth, something that I felt like we had a lot of last year, but this year we don't have as much, even though we have 80 guys on the team. We don't have a lot of depth as far as guys with experience, and we want to gain that through these 3 non-conference games.
Obviously, you have a big hole to fill at quarterback with the loss of Drew Gartman to graduation, two-time All-State guy there at 2 different positions actually during his career, but I know you played 3 guys at that position in the first half alone last week at Marion.
Yeah, and we're going to play 3 guys in this first half as well. So
keeping the play-by-play guy on
status. Yeah, you're gonna see them all, and they kind of each have their own package and what they do well. And so Levi, I thought, played really well. Threw some really good balls. I thought Taylor managed the game well, and then I thought Mallett, coming in as a sophomore, did a really good job of obviously he got the first touchdown, but he does some things well in the run game that we'll continue to use there.
Is Barrett Mallett going to be sort of what I would, for lack of a better way of putting it, he kind of struck me as maybe what you might term a change of pace quarterback a little bit?
Yeah, and I think we have, basically when he comes in, there's going to actually be other receivers and running backs that come in as well. Just a whole package for him, and he can throw it too, but we want to be able to run the ball when he comes in, and people are going to know that. But he kind of gives us a little more toughness, something that we want, a little more athleticism that we want at the quarterback, running the ball.
Now, as you mentioned, all 3 of those guys will play some tonight, but I think Taylor Heineman's going to get the start, and to start the game,
two of the other three are going to be flanked out at receiver.
That's correct. So going into the week, Parker King had rolled his ankle at Marion, and so we didn't know if he was going to be able to go. He is going to be able to go, but Levi would have started in his spot.
Right.
But depending on where we are, where the ball is, the situation, you could see any guys. Mallett could start. So I think that, but Taylor will get the start at quarterback, and Levi has really proven himself as a receiver, especially in practice. So I feel good about him if we end up moving Parker back inside or down the road or whatever. But there's going to be packages where you see different guys at different spots.
I know you've got some holes to fill on the offensive line. You do have a solid hand, obviously, back in the running back spot, that skill position with Carter Wallace, who I thought just had a phenomenal second half of the season when he moved over to that side of the ball last year. And I know you're happy to have him back. But talk about that position as well as where you're at on the O-line rebuild.
Yeah, obviously Carter is a huge guy to have back. We held him out a lot of the scrimmage. We played him a little bit, but kind of got him out first before anybody, just because of the depth at the running back position. Max Taylor is a guy that moved in from McGee. He's a sophomore, big, strong kid. We put him at running back, so you'll see him some. And then Briggs Rasmussen is also a sophomore. You'll see him as well. So we're trying to develop depth there. Offensive line-wise, we knew we had Judd Miles back and Houston Walker, but as of right now, Bryson Branscombe is a senior that played linebacker his whole career, and now we moved him to guard and has done really well. Tyler Carver is a junior, will play at right tackle, 6'4", about 215. He needs to put some weight on, but he's really long and does a good job. And then Jackson Jones is another sophomore that's going to get the start at the left tackle spot, and he's probably 6'2", 250 or so. So we have a bunch of good young linemen that we're probably going to rotate. Braxton Ray is a senior that's going to play a lot too, and then Ryder Rigsby, Brighton Lehman, Kai Barber, those guys are all going to get to play as well. On
the other side of the ball, up front, I noticed last week at Marion you had moved Eli Thornton out to the edge quite a bit. And I think I was trying to remember, it seemed like maybe we saw him out there a time or two last year, but I thought that was an interesting move that you made.
Yeah, last year he started at nose for us, but we moved him in certain packages out there, but he's 6'3", 308 now, and to have that at a defensive end or a 3 technique is going to help us a bunch. Ethan Thomas does a really good job at the nose at 6'1", 275, so we're going to keep him there, and then Holden Murphy will be the other end. And you'll see.
He got really good height at both of those rush spots.
He's 6'3", 6'4", about 225, and then the backups, Jacob Gazzano, Lamar Morgan, Josh Lamb, all those guys have really good size. So we're bigger on the D-line than we've ever been. And we feel good about that to cover up those linebackers.
With Ryder Wooten and Rylan McNamee back for their senior seasons, I would assume that right there in the middle of the linebacking core is probably where you're strongest on the defensive side.
Yeah, obviously Ryder's going to run the defense for us and kind of knows where everybody goes. He had a really good scrimmage. Rylan as well, and then Herringer and Silas Thomas, the outside backers. We're starting to look at Will Finley maybe as an outside backer. And Herringer go inside if we have to change that. We'll still start the same night, but we also thought Sonny Williams played great in the secondary, so he's going to get the start tonight, and then Will's going to be that guy that rotates and plays a bunch of different positions.
Quickly give us, I know there's not a whole lot known about Poplar Bluff. It seems like maybe partly because they're an out-of-state team, but give us what scouting report information you do have on the Mules and what you expect to see from them tonight.
I think that, offensively they're going to be a little bit of the same. They kind of look like us. They're going to spread it out, 4 receivers, 5 receivers, 1 back a lot of the time. They're going to throw it a little bit more than we do probably. Decently sized up front. They were a little bigger last year. And then defensively, they've always run a 4-2-5, but in the scrimmages they ran a 5 front. So we're kind of prepared for that, hoping that they do, because that's all we prepared for this week, but we could be ready if they go back to their forefront. But they're going to be a physical team, well coached. They always give us fits, especially early, and we're expecting a pretty good ball game.
Coach, thanks for the visit. Good looking forward to seeing your team in action.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Randy.
That's Coach Sean Cockrell. I'm Randy Myers. Our First National Bank pregame coverage Blazer football continues in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any 2 for $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any 2 for only $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations. Your specialty print and ship store is the Safe Ship Store in Jonesboro. Owner David Leonard wants to help you with all your shipping and printing needs, and they'll always give you the best customer service and highest quality product for the absolute lowest prices in town. So when you need something packed and shipped, or when you need printed products, call the Safe Ship Store. Come in today to see all they have to offer. For the best customer service, quality, and prices, visit the Safe Ship Store, 2500 Alexander Drive, Suite C in Jonesboro, 870-333-5068.
Have you ever heard the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right? Well, when it comes to your internet service, 1 wrong is already too many. Wrong price, wrong speeds, wrong company. Come on, you deserve better. With Empower Broadband, you get local, affordable, and fast internet that never lets you down. Visit us at empowerbroadband.com or call 870-336-0999 to right the wrongs by choosing your favorite local internet company. Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric.
Evolve Bank & Trust offers a variety of residential and consumer loans, specializing in unique products and services while providing individualized customer service designed to fit your needs. Whether you're buying your first home, a new car, or building your dream home, Evolve Bank & Trust has the personal loan products you need to realize your dreams today. Call Evolve Bank & Trust at 870-933-2480. Stop in to see them at 111 East Huntington Suite A or visit them online at getevolve.com. Evolve Bank & Trust, making banking personal again. Evolve Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Since our founding in 1945, Farmers and Merchants Bank has held strong to our commitment to innovation, community investment, and personalized service. Over the past 80 years, we have worked alongside Arkansas entrepreneurs to help our neighbors start, grow, and streamline their businesses with hometown lending experts in the latest in modern financial solutions. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner in our community, helping your business succeed every step of the way. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Need top-notch farming and lawn gear? Visit First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota dealer in Brooklyn. We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green-thumbed homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn.
And we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset now as we catch you down toward kickoff for Valley View and Poplar Bluff in the 2025 season opener. Pleased to be joined at this time by Coach Jason Smith, who joins me for his 5th year behind the microphone, helping me out with the Blazer broadcast. Coach, welcome back into the booth, and it's great to have you here once again.
You know, excited to be here. It's always an honor to get to do this, and you know, how about this? I know you and I have been both waiting on this season all summer long, and it's finally here, and you know, just another great, exciting year of Blazer football.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And of course, Valley View last in action, unofficially starting the season last week with the road benefit game at Marion, and that was basically just a scrimmage game, but the Blazers got out-dueled 28-14 in that particular game. They had tied it about midway through the second quarter. It was 14-all, and Marion able to get a couple of scores on the board late in the second quarter. The starters for both teams, well, for Valley View anyway, only played in the first half. Marion did play at starters for its first possession of the third quarter. But all in all, I think that Sean Cochrell was pretty pleased with what he saw against a very good 6A team last week.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Marion's one of the top 5 or 6 teams in 6A, and they've got a shot to make some noise. Were answered, but then others, you know, others remain, and so it'll be interesting tonight, you know, to kind of see how these guys approach tonight, and how many kids get in. But there's a lot of talent on this Valley View football team.
No doubt about that. We're glad you're with us tonight on the EAB Sports Network, where we offer live radio coverage on News Talk 1021 KBTM. We're also streaming live on the Blazer News Network's YouTube channel, and we also stream with live video and audio on the EAB Media app. We're back in 3 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
Looking for a checking account with no hassles and no hidden fees? First Community Bank has you covered with our free checking account. Open yours today with just $50 and enjoy no monthly service charge, no minimum balance requirement, and access to free bill pay and First Link internet banking. Plus, get a free ATM card and a MasterCard debit card, subject to approval. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
First National Bank's roots run deep in Northeast Arkansas. We began a single Paragould branch with one idea: customers first. By focusing on the best products banking has to offer and valuing the highest level of service, we're now 23 branches across Arkansas and Tennessee. As First National Bank grows, our roots only get deeper, and the mission remains the same: you first, always. Learn more about our products and services at fnbank.net. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Precision Lawn Management brings expert care to every yard they service. Every blade of grass is cut just right. Every edge is trimmed with sharp accuracy. Every landscape is designed with an expert touch because precision matters. Like a surgeon's steady hands in the operating room, an artist's perfect brushstroke, or a pilot making a flawless landing. True professionals don't settle for good enough. When it comes to your lawn, neither should you. Call Precision Lawn Management today at 870-275-5769. Precision Lawn Management, because a great lawn is no accident.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro, 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
And we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset along with Coach Jason Smith. We are now a little less than 7 minutes away from kickoff approximately here for the 2025 season opener for Valley View football as they play host to the Poplar Bluff Mules tonight. Of course, Coach, Valley View trying to build on the momentum of a 12-1 season last year. As you mentioned before the break, they do have a lot of talent coming back from that team. However, there are also some big holes left to fill, and obviously it starts with quarterback Drew Gartman, the two-time All-Stater, and it's going to be a job, probably assignment by committee to fill those shoes at least for the first 2 or 3 games, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. And you know, one thing that's important for these 2 or 3, 4 young men that are vying for that job is that they don't have to be Drew Gartman. They don't have to be Carson Turley. I think this year that Coach Cochrell is looking for more of a game manager. And I think that they're all more than capable of doing that. But they don't have to try to do too much, just do their job. And I think there's plenty of weapons around them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think toward that end, I think offensive coordinator Marty Riley has to probably sleep a little bit better at night while knowing that while he does have the task of breaking in a new quarterback or fleet of quarterbacks, he's got a pretty solid hand right back there in the backfield behind him or beside him, and running back Carter Wallace.
Absolutely, and Carter Wallace burst onto the scene last year, and then all summer long it seems like every time you opened up your social media, he was on a visit somewhere,
exactly.
at a camp somewhere, receiving an offer from somewhere, high academic schools, Division I schools, you name it. But Carter's a total package. I think he's going to have a huge year toting the rock. And that's not all. I'm looking for a big year out of Parker King, the kid who just committed to Harding this past week. There's a lot of weapons at Coach Riley's disposal, and those quarterbacks just have to get them the football.
And defensively, obviously, I think it starts right there in the middle with Ryder Wooten, the leading tackler on this team last year, a returning All-State player from last year. I think Ryder will be the captain and the anchor of this defense, but he's certainly not the only weapon back there. You've got also two-time All-Conference cornerback in Rylan Ramsey. You also have a very talented young man up front who's going to get a chance to play college football in big Eli Thornton, who checks in at 6'3", 308.
Yeah, and that's start there with Ryder Wooten. I mean, last year he may have been my favorite player. Just country tough. You couldn't keep him off the field. He was banged up, for the second half of the season, but he just kept fighting, kept playing, and what a linebacker he is. But then you also, you mentioned Eli. Eli is, he's very athletic for that size at 306. Rylan has been just solid over there at the corner. And then I'm looking for things from these older guys, Rylan McNamee and Holden Murphy. I think it's going to be a really good defense, maybe the strength.
Yeah, might very well be. We're going to step aside here for another, we'll make this a 3-minute timeout, and back, we should be close to kickoff when we return after this on the EAB Sports Network.
At Glen Sain, we spent over 70 years trying to do things the right way, with honesty, heart, and hometown pride. With 4 locations across Paragould, Rector, and Kennett, we offer a wide selection of GMC, Chevy, Buick, and Ford vehicles, and service centers to keep them running strong. We're a family-owned business, and we treat every customer like one of our own, because after 70 years, that's what matters most.
When injury sidelines you, Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to get you back in the game. They've been serving our local high schools for over 40 years, and JOSM is proud to be the official healthcare provider of A-State Athletics, with locations on South Main and on East Matthews inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center. Find out more by visiting JOSM on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game.
Spring into savings for more air conditioning. If you've been waiting to replace your air conditioning system, get our best deal of the season. For a limited time, get a rebate for up to $1,500 and no payments for up to 6 months with approved financing. Plus, qualify for federal tax credits of up to $2,000. That's up to $3,500 in savings and no payments for 6 months. Visit us online at moreac.com.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, and those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We're here when you need us most. We are NEA Baptist.
Northeast Arkansas Center for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery is the only AAAHC accredited office-based surgery center in Jonesboro and the tri-state area. Dr. McDonough and Dr. Phillips bring 50 years of combined experience in implants, extractions, and oral pathology. Leaders in computer-guided implant surgery, they create smiles that look and feel natural. When it's your smile, don't settle for less. Choose the team that sets the standard. Northeast Arkansas Center for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Call 870-931-3000 or visit neaoralsurgery.com.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Central Dealership Stadium. It is just about kickoff time, set to begin the 2025 season. Randy Myers under the headset along with Coach Jason Smith. Poplar Bluff won the pregame coin toss. They deferred their option to the second half, so Valley View will get the ball to begin the game with Parker King and I believe that's Kamarian Davis back deep to return for Valley View. That kick is short. It'll be fielded by an up back at about the 30-yard line, and the return is on up to the 40. And I believe that's Sonny Williams who dances up to about the 46-yard line for Valley View.
Yeah, just a nice little return there. Poplar Bluff elected to kick it short. Sonny Williams, he's a good athlete himself in his own right. And once he got that football, he knew what to do with it. Good field position for the Blazers.
So the Blazers will start at the 47-yard line.
First down, Blazers.
Officiating crew tonight, the referee is Brad Davidson. The umpire is Tony Davis. The linesman is Eddie Price. The line judge is Brian Gunnels. We'll give you the rest of them here in just a moment. Valley View sends three receivers to the right. Kamarion Davis to the near side. And Tyler Heineman's going to keep it. He's got a first down across midfield, still on his feet down the near sideline. Finally forced out of bounds deep inside Poplar Bluff territory. I think they're going to rule him out of bounds about the 32-yard line.
As it's the perfect call there, and you know, as RPO, but I believe that Coach Riley had him keep it, and that was the perfect read, and Tyler knew what to do with it.
And the Blazers are going fast already. Two receivers left and right. Carter Wallace is the running back. Heineman will motion Leighton Holt. Now Mallett will also motion in as an H-back to the right. And Heineman looks to throw. Gets it out right side for Parker King on an ISO play. Parker King wrestled down at about the 25-yard line on the far sideline.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be a key here early in the season, is just figure out different ways to get Parker King the football.
Here's the rest of your officiating crew. The side judge is Stephen Tyler, and the field judge is Eddie Hillis. 2nd and 3 for Valley View from the 25. King and Mallett motion left side. You got a cluster of four receivers to the near side. They're going to hand that off to Carter Wallace. He breaks to the outside across the 20 at the 15, 10, 5, and the Blazers are on the board as they march with precision workmanship down the field and make the first possession of a three-play scoring drive.
22-yard run there. And Carter loved that run. He didn't get touched. I mean, that was untouched for 22.
The Blazers are on the board. Not yet a minute deep into the game. 59 seconds have clicked off, and Valley View puts its first score of the night. There's Troy Dale on for the extra point kick for Valley View. It is up, and it is good. So with 11:01 to play in the first period, the Blazers draw first blood at 7-0. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Football season means traveling to all the biggest games. Travel in style while saving big with a new ride from Nebo Auto Center. For over 2 decades, Nebo has been Northeast Arkansas's new car alternative. If you're in the market for a late model, low mileage car, truck, or SUV, there's no better time than right now to stop by and see the selection at Nebo. With a well-stocked lot of vehicles that fit almost any budget. So score big with Nebo Auto Center, 3910 Stadium Boulevard. We go Nebo.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers along with Jason Smith. Valley View on its very first possession in less than a minute of time on the clock. The Blazers cover 53 yards in 3 plays, capped off by Carter Wallace's 22-yard touchdown scamper. The first time he touched the ball tonight, and the Blazers quickly take a 7-0 lead. We now await the kickoff from Cody Lampkin, the transfer from Ridgefield Christian. Has it teed up at the 40. Return men set up at the 5 on each hash for Poplar Bluff, and that'll be gathered in at about the 8-yard line. by Devin Ferguson. Ferguson runs across the middle, breaks to the outside, got a nice return on. He's up near midfield and finally goes down at about the 43-yard line. Poplar Bluff will have good field position for its first drive of the night.
Yeah, Coach Cochrell's not going to be happy about that. There were 3 blue jerseys that totally whiffed on that return. They just got to shore that up a little bit.
So not a lot known about this Poplar Bluff team. We know they went 5-6 last year in a playoff season where they did make the first round of the playoffs before they were beaten out by Cape Central. They will send 2 receivers to the right and the left.
Yeah, got a little pistol look here, and we don't see that a whole lot here in the 5A East.
They are indeed in the pistol. And they'll hand it off to the running back. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. That was Devin Ferguson, who just had the nice kickoff return, and Ferguson probably lost about a yard there.
Ryder Wooten on the stop.
Yeah, and there's that man again, Ryder Wooten. I mean, he has such a nose for the football, and just about, I mean, he was just waiting in the backfield. As soon as that ball was handed off, Ryder Wooten was there to meet him.
So that's a loss of 1. Sets up second and 11 from the 42 for Poplar Bluff. Quarterback Colt Clifford will send trip sets to the right. 1 single receiver goes lonesome left. Running back is on his right hip. Clifford wants to throw the screen pass out to the right side. It's caught, and he's able to juke the first tackle, and the receiver, Caden Jenkins, gets it up near the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short for the Mules.
Yeah, and in that play right there, that receiver should have been dead to rights. Jenkins makes the catch, and he's met immediately, but 2 missed tackles there. And saw that a little bit last week, at Marion. It's just some missed tackles. The guys are there. Technique is sound. Just got to wrap up and make
exactly.
the play.
That was an issue quite a bit last week, or certainly at times. I thought they played good assignment and alignment football, just whipped on some tackles.
Yep. Yeah, and that's something you can correct. That's the good thing is as long as you're in the right spot, you can correct that missed tackle.
3rd and a little over 2. We'll call it right at 2 here for Poplar Bluff. Ball at the Valley View 49-yard line. Clifford with 2 running backs behind him. He'll hand it off to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to be blown up in the backfield. He'll lose yardage all the way back to about the 48 or the 49-yard line.
Yeah, really nice play there by Silas Thomas. I think Silas Thomas is going to play a big, important role in this defense as well because Ryder Wooten is going to find 2 jerseys on him a whole bunch this year, so that's going to leave a lot of tackles there for Silas.
It's going to bring up a 4th and 5 for the Mules. They'll snap it from the 48-yard line. They do have a man back in punt formation. Is that 50 back to punt? Can you tell the number?
I can't see.
I think it's Trevor Resnick. Meanwhile, Kamarian Davis drops back for the Valley View return. Here comes the rush. He got the kick away. Davis will gather that in about the 20-yard line, trying to get away from defenders. Now, stiff arms attack. He's got the near sideline at midfield. Davis at the 40. That's not Davis, actually. That is
I'll tell you what,
still on
Randy.
the run. And that's going to be a Valley View touchdown for A.V. Jones. A.V. Jones, the transfer from Jonesboro. And all of a sudden, Valley View's quickly up 2 scores after an 80-yard return by A.V. Jones.
And I'll tell you something. When they see the replay on this, they're going to see big Eli Thornton, 95. He cleared the path. He blocked not 1, not 2, but 3 Poplar Bluff Mules and sprung that touchdown.
So Troy Dale on for his 2nd extra point kick of the night. With 8:52 to play in the first period. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So with 8:52 remaining in the opening frame, Valley View quickly takes a 14-0 lead. We'll return with Blazer football after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, I'm estate planning and elder law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
In only 3 plays. Now they have just scored on an 80-yard punt return by A.V. Jones. And we now await the Cody Lampkin kickoff with Valley View leading Poplar Bluff 14-0. Still not even midway through the first quarter yet.
Yeah, Poplar Bluff, they're just going to settle down. You know, they made some nice decisions on that first drive, but then when they punted the football, I mean, that's exactly what you want if you're Valley View and what you don't want if you're Poplar Bluff.
Lampkin puts foot in the ball, drives this one back to about the 8-yard line where Ferguson has the return, angles across the middle, now breaks to the outside. He's got another nice return on, and he goes down at about the 42 after he was tripped up by someone who's not on my roster. Oh, that was Cody Lampkin, I think, who made the tackle.
Yeah, another couple more missed tackles. That's one thing so far that you know, you see that Valley View is going to have to get better at is just open field tackling.
So the Mules will start from their own 42, ball right between the hashes. And we have had a temporary stop and play, but I believe we thought we were ready to play on, maybe not.
Equipment violation, I believe.
Now we're set to resume action. The Mules will send 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver off to the right. Clifford in the gun, running back on his right hip. He'll hand that off to Ferguson. Ferguson running left and gets caught right about the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard.
Big stop there by senior Ryland McNamee. Ryland looks good. He's put on some weight, good weight, and he is a big, strong young man.
Brings up a 2nd and 9 for the Mules from their own 43. 8:15 to play in the first period. Valley View out of the gates to a fast start. They lead at 14-0. 2 receivers to the right and left. Clifford in the gun. He'll bring a receiver in motion to the near side. Gives it to him on the jet sweep. He's going to be blown up in the backfield for a loss. Getting there first was junior Luke Herringer, son of former Razorback Al Herringer.
Silas Thomas on the stop for the Blazers.
Silas Thomas also in on that stop.
9-yard line brings up
a 3rd and 13 for the Mules from the 39.
Another nice play there on the edge. Stealing that edge, Silas Thomas did a nice job.
3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Empty backfield this time for Clifford on a definite throwing situation. Clifford stays in the pocket, throws it downfield. Catch made in traffic. Nice catch, and fighting for extra yardage.
Xavier Jones.
Xavier Jones, and he's got Poplar Bluff inside Valley View territory with a big-time catch right there at the Blazer 35-yard line.
And if you're a wide receiver, that's your worst nightmare. That ball just floated in the air, but he kept his focus on the football, knew he was going to take a hit, took the hit, kept the football.
And then picked up an extra 3 or 4 yards after the catch. I'm impressed. Ball will be just inside the right hash at the Blazer 35-yard line. 6:47 to play here in the first quarter. Clifford will send 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. The backfield is empty once again for the Mules. Ferguson will motion left, shows it to him, keeps it. He'll be caught for a loss in the backfield as the Blazers got quick penetration into the backfield and blew that play up immediately.
Sure did, and the interior defense is having their way with that Poplar Bluff offensive line right now.
Luke Herringer again in on the play for Valley View. It brings up a 2nd and 12 for the Mules. This Blazer defense has already forced, 3 or 4 negative plays already tonight.
Yes. Well, just look how athletic they are.
Yeah.
It's maybe the most athletic. And last year's group was athletic, but this group can fly.
Ferguson in the backfield on Clifford's left hip. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. J.R. Lathan is to the right. Clifford to throw, stays in the pocket, throws that downfield. That is caught for a Poplar Bluff touchdown, and the Mules are now on the board. We might be in for a shootout, Coach. That catch was made by Bryce Dobbs.
Yeah, just right there, it looked like Valley View was in some zone coverage. We got a flag late, going to have a celebration penalty, but looked like Valley View's in zone coverage and just kind of got their head and body twisted around, and that ball just landed right in the hands of that receiver.
A I believe that was a 37-yard pass play to Bryce Dobbs as we await the extra point attempt from the Mules.
The touchdown scores after the play was over unsportsmanlike conduct against Poplar Bluff, number 11 for taunting. That is his first unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for disqualification. That 15-yard penalty be assessed on the kickoff.
So the penalty for excessive celebration, as you probably just heard, will be assessed on the ensuing kickoff, and Poplar Bluff's showing they're going to go for 2 here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. The quarterback was the punter earlier. They may not have a kicker that they're comfortable with.
One receiver to the left. Clifford's going to keep it, running right, and gets stood up at the 5-yard line and taken down hard for Wyland Ramsey leading that defensive charge. So the 2-point opportunity is no good. We have a break in the action, 5:42 to play in the first period. Valley View leads it 14-6, back in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
At Ozark Valley Contracting, quality starts from the ground up. Whether it's roofing, siding, interiors, decks, or major makeovers, they're detail obsessed and driven to do it right the first time. Need financing? They've got in-house options for inside and outside projects. Got storm damage? They'll work hand in hand with your insurance to get the best results possible. Hard work, high standards. Ozark Valley Contracting. Call 870-586-4625 and build something better. Ozark Valley Contracting. Quality starts from the ground up.
5:42 remaining in the first quarter here at what has been a busy Central Dealership Stadium. 3 scores on the board already, 2 for the Blazers, now 1 for the Mules. And we are awaiting the Poplar Bluff kickoff with Kamarion Davis and Will Finley set up as the deep return men for the Blazers, standing on each hash at the 25-yard line. Remember, there will be a 15-yard personal foul penalty against Poplar Bluff assessed on this kickoff. So they will kick from the 25-yard line. Again, 5:42 to play first period.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity here for Valley View to have great field position.
Javion Bradley to kick for the Mules, puts foot in the ball. It's a low squib kick on the ground, fielded off the bounce by Kamarion Davis. He's at the 45, now at the 50, dances past the defender, still on his feet at the 40, at the 35, the 30, flag goes down, and Davis goes down at the 25.
Yeah.
We'll see what the laundry on the field's about.
They're going to get Luke Vasilius for a hold, and he just got his hands outside the shoulder pads. He was doing a really nice job there on the block, just got his hands out a little too wide. Still going to be great field position, though.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely going to be on the Poplar Bluff side of the field.
Holding on the return team, number 6. That penalty is 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The Valley View's ball, first down.
So that means the ball will be spotted at the 41-yard line on the left hash as Valley View moves from right to left toward the north end zone. 2 receivers to the right and left. Is that Heineman still in at quarterback?
Yes.
Carter Wallace on his left hip. He'll give that off to Wallace. Wallace runs across the middle, breaks out of a tackle. He's into the clear. Finally caught and wrestled down at about the 15-yard line.
Carter Wallace on the carry.
They're going to have to make an adjustment. They do not have an answer right now for the RPO and the give to Carter Wallace.
15-yard line. First
They're going to have to put another hat in the box right now, I believe.
20-plus yard carry there for Wallace. Parker King goes wide right. Davis to the near side. Barrett Mallett is the quarterback. There's a flag down. They'll blow the play dead. So that's probably going to be a false start against Valley View. Mallett is the 5'11", 166-pound sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, and Mallett's a good-looking athlete in his own right, and that's one thing that this team's going to be able to do because, you know, with he and Manning both, they play other positions. So, you know, you can get really creative if you're Marty Riley with things you can do on offense.
2nd and 15. Mallett gets the snap, fakes the throw. Now he'll run with it, trying to find some room across the middle and finds a couple of positive yards. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Mallett on the carry.
Yeah, he got a little gun shy on that quick toss, and you know, he'll learn. That's what sophomores do. They learn.
Got a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 16-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Heineman back in at quarterback now. Levi Manning off to the near side as the receiver. Handed off to Wallace running right. Wallace gets tripped up inside the 15, goes down at about the 14, maybe the 13, depending on the mark.
Yeah, Poplar Bluff did a better job right there of kind of sealing that edge and pushing him back towards the help. And for the first time, we're going to see a 3rd down for the Valley View Blazers.
3rd and 7 from the 13. Manning split to the near side. 3 receivers to the right. Heineman looks to throw, trying to find Manning, but that was beyond his reach. And that will bring up a 4th down for Valley View.
Complete. Brings up 4th down, 8.
Yeah, I love that little comeback route look. He had him one-on-one on the edge by himself. Just got to get your feet set. Don't have to rush it so much. I think all these guys are just a little bit nervous here early on.
Oh, yeah, you could see some early season jitters out there, I think,
yes.
on both sides.
Yeah.
Heineman remains the quarterback. He'll send 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That's Davis to the far side. Heineman wants to throw. He's got time. Now he's flush.
He's got to move.
He'll tuck and run. He's at the 10-yard line. Spins out of the tackle, knocked out of bounds. And maybe a little. Did he get the first down?
I think he's going to be a little short.
Yeah, I think you're right.
At the 7-yard line.
Yeah.
So the Blazers will turn it on downs at about the 6 or 7-yard line of Poplar Bluff.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the receivers move around a little bit. As soon as that he got flushed out of that pocket, they need to, instead of doing jumping jacks, they need to move around a little bit and give him a target, and I think they will. And then you'd also like to see Tyler, know the line to gain, and if he has to lower that shoulder, go ahead and lower it, get that first down.
So Poplar Bluff currently huddled in their own end zone. They'll snap it from the 7. 3:44 to play in the first period. Valley View leads it 14-6. Mules will send 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Clifford in the gun, sends a receiver in motion. He'll keep it, running left, turns the corner, gets to the outside, finds a couple of positive yards before he's tripped up at about the 9 or 10-yard line.
Yeah. Clifford's showing a little toughness right here. He has not had a clean pocket yet. He's really having to move around, but he's not afraid to put that face mask right in the chest of a Valley View player.
Called a gain of 2, brings up a 2nd and 8 for Poplar Bluff from the 9-yard line. 3:13 remaining on the first period clock. Blazers will be on the road next week at Searcy. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Clifford in the gun, running back is on his left hip. That's Ferguson. They'll throw that out right side on the screen pass, close to a first down. Looks like they're going to be about a yard or 2 shy over on that far sideline.
Ryland Ramsey and Silas Thomas combined on the stop.
Inside 3 minutes to play in the first period.
Third down and 2.
Two receivers to the right and left. Clifford in the gun. Hand that off to Ferguson, who is stonewalled at the line of scrimmage. He fell forward maybe for a yard, but he's not going to have the first down.
No, he's not. And those 3 linebackers, when they know, I mean, they know just about what play is coming. And I think that's a strength of this team is that linebacking core, and they're looking good so far tonight.
That's a gain of a half yard at best. It'll bring up 4th and 2 for Poplar Bluff. Ball will be at the 15-yard line. 2:22 remaining in the first period. Valley View with the lead. It's 14-6. Mules come with 2 receivers to the left and right. Again, Clifford is in the gun. Ferguson is on his left hip. And now we have a timeout taken by Poplar Bluff. So a break in the action with 2:04 to play in the opening frame. Valley View up 14-6. We'll come back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Pac Bell Supercenter is your Yes We Do That store. Pac Mail, Tim, what's that all about?
Pac Mail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, ship that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. At Pac Mail, we can do all that and more.
Pac Mail Super Center, the Yes We Do That store. 361 Southwest Drive at Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Pac Mail.
2:04 remaining first quarter here at Central Dealership Stadium. Valley View has forced Poplar Bluff into a punting situation. The last time Poplar Bluff punted, A.B. Jones ran it back 80 yards for a score. We'll see what happens here. Valley View's got nobody back deep at the moment.
No, I think they're sniffing out a...
Mules will kick it. It's a short kick.
Oh, get a good roll.
Does take a good roll and bounce after it lands. It kind of got new life after it landed. It's still on the roll and finally will be down at the 40-yard line of Valley View. So Valley View didn't get near as good a field position there as I thought they were going to get, Coach.
Yeah, no, it wound up, with no rush. He had all the time in the world to punt that football. And, I go back to remember the Valley View, they've used their quarterback often as their punter.
Right.
Oftentimes we'd get those friendly rolls as well.
Yeah. So the Blazers will start from the 40, and I believe that is Levi Manning in at quarterback now?
Yes.
So Levi gets his first opportunity to take a snap tonight. He's got Carter Wallace on his right hip. Two receivers to the right, Kamarion Davis to the near side. On first down from the 40, handed off to Carter Wallace. Wallace running right, breaks a tackle into the secondary, rumbling, stumbling, finally tackled inside Poplar Bluff territory at about the 33-yard line. Another big run by number 27.
Yeah, and once again, Poplar Bluff just has zero answer for that. Once Carter gets that head of steam going past the line of scrimmage, they're having a hard time getting him down.
Davis and King split to the left. One receiver off to the right. Manning hands that off to Carter Wallace once again. Wallace follows his blockers for about 3, maybe 4 yards that time. Over the right side. He's inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Brings up a second and about 5.5 for Valley View.
Brings up second down, 5.
Just over a minute to play in the first period. Valley View up 14-6. Poplar Bluff calling a timeout after a late substitution, so we'll take the break as well. We have exactly 59 seconds remaining in the first period. Valley View is up 14-6 on Poplar Bluff. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Design the golf cart of your dreams with SS Custom Carts in Jonesboro. Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter for SS Custom Carts. And whether you want a golf cart for the greens or a family cart to cruise the neighborhood, SS Custom Carts has your dream cart covered. SS Custom Carts in Jonesboro is your one-stop shop for new golf carts, gently used golf carts, fully customized carts, parts, accessories, and service. Check out SS Custom Carts, 2321 East Matthews in Jonesboro at sscustomcarts.com.
59 seconds remaining first period. We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers and Coach Jason Smith under the headsets. Valley View facing 2nd and 5 here from the Poplar Bluff 29-yard line. Levi Manning is the third Valley View quarterback to take a snap tonight. He'll hand that out. No, he's going to show it to Wallace. Throws it out right side. And it's incomplete on the screen pass. Trying to get it to Parker King, but Parker took off before he had secured the ball, and it'll drop
to the ground. He sure did, and no one's more frustrated than Parker at himself on that play because that was a nice ball, but he was anxious and, just took off before he secured it.
So it's 3rd and 5 for Valley View. 54 seconds remaining in the first period. Blazers will send trip set receivers to the left. I believe that's King off solo, lonesome right. Give to Wallace. Wallace trying to run out of tackle, but unable to do so that time.
Yeah, good.
Got back to the line of scrimmage and maybe another yard. That'll be it.
Yeah, nice play there by Bryce Dobbs from Poplar Bluff. He came off that edge untouched and, did a good job making that stop.
4th and 4 for the View with 35 seconds left in the period. Manning looks to the sideline. He's got 2 receivers to each side. Wallace is on his left hip. Manning drops straight back. Here comes pressure. He gets a block, fires across the middle, threw the ball a little bit behind Kamarion Davis, and the Blazers will turn it over on downs for the second time this period.
First down, Poplar Bluff.
So Poplar Bluff with the stop, and I tell you what, Coach, the Mules have settled down a little bit.
They have.
The way this game started, I kind of feared we were in for a possible Valley View runaway, but this has turned into a pretty good football game.
It has. Now, I do believe that Poplar Bluff has dodged at least 2 big old bullets, big cannonballs.
I would agree with that.
But hey, it's 14-6. They got the football here, and they're in this thing.
They'll start from the 28-yard line with 19 seconds remaining in the opening frame. Cole Clifford will go out of an empty backfield with 3 wides to the left, 2 to the right. Ferguson motions left side. They'll show that on an inside sweep, and that is going to be blown up by Ryder Wooten.
Yep.
Now I got a little wrestling match going on after the play.
On the carry.
But Wooten was there to make sure that the Poplar Bluff running back went nowhere. It'll be a loss of a yard.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Sonny Williams did a nice job coming up from the defensive backfield. Kind of played that run well and funneled him right back to Ryder, and that normally doesn't go well for the opponent.
Score from the Greene County Tech Gosnell game at the end of the first quarter. Gosnell up on the Eagles 7-6. Thanks to Matt Roberson for that score. So this will bring up, well, that's the end of the quarter, so we'll take a break here, pausing for 30 seconds with our score. Valley View 14, Poplar Bluff 6. We'll pause for 30 seconds and back with second quarter action in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
Calling all Red Wolves fans, the Social in Greensboro Village is your official A-State game day destination. Pregame with cold drinks and killer eats. Catch every away game at their watch parties. And after home games, the party's just getting started with live music and late night fun. Game day specials, great eats, and family fun. Always social, always game day ready. Follow the Social on Facebook and Instagram and make your next Red Wolves Saturday legendary.
We welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers, Jason Smith with you. Glad you're with us tonight for Valley View Blazer football here on the EAB Sports Network. We're on the radio at News Talk 102.1 KBTM, also streaming with live video on the Blazer News Network YouTube channel, as well as the EAB Media app. However you're listening or watching, we're pleased that you're with us this evening. Poplar Bluff will have the ball facing 2nd and 11 from their own 27-yard line.
And I think this Valley View defense has played pretty vanilla so far and done a really nice job. If they can stay in just regular package, just regular defense, that's worked so far for the Blazers.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Clifford in the gun with Ferguson on his right hip. Steps back. Throws that deep down the sideline on a go ball. That ball is caught on a jump ball situation. Making a nice catch for Poplar Bluff was J.R. Lathan.
Really did, and that's, AV was there, Ramsey was there. It was just, get that head turn and make a play on the football.
He just went up and got it.
He did.
Ball will be spotted at the Blazer 44-yard line. It's first down for Poplar Bluff inside Valley View territory. Just underway here in the second period. Trip sets to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Clifford in the gun. Hands that off to Ferguson, running near side. Ferguson slips a tackle and finally gets upended by Sonny Williams at about the 34-yard line.
Sonny Williams on the stop. Ball's placed at the 30.
It is another first down for the Mules. They've got some momentum right now, Coach.
Yeah, they do. I'm impressed with how they've maintained their poise and their composure, and right now the Blazers they're reeling just a little bit.
3 receivers right, 1 to the near side. Ferguson will step up out of the pistol and move to the quarterback's left hip. He gets it running right. Ferguson with it and slips a tackle still on his feet, moving the pile, and he's got another first down, I think, over on that far sideline.
He does.
Down around the 24-yard line.
And you know that this is driving the Valley View coaching staff absolutely crazy with just the missed tackles. You know, they're there. They're just going to have to. They're going to have to be a little bit more physical, just a little bit, and wrap up and make these stops.
Ball will be spotted at the 22. You got more out of that than I actually thought. 1 minute deep into the second quarter here in Valley View. Poplar Bluff with some of their best field position of the evening. 2 receivers to each side for Colt Clifford. He's got Ferguson on his hip. He'll roll right, got some time, flushed, and now down he goes. He is caught in the backfield.
Colt Clifford.
Not sure who got there first. Couldn't see the number, but it'll be a sack of the Poplar Bluff quarterback.
Luke
Harriger making the tackle for the loss.
5 on the play brings up second down, 15.
That's a 5-yard loss. That's up a 2nd and 15 for the Mules with the ball spotted back at the 27-yard line. Snap it off the right hash. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Actually, 3 receivers to the left now. Give it off to Ferguson. Ferguson running the sweep to the near side, finds a crease to jump through and goes down at about the 22, maybe the 21-yard line.
Yep.
Back near the original line of scrimmage.
Silas Thomas on the stop.
Silas Thomas
brings up
leading the defensive charge for Valley View. Jonesboro and Conway tied up 14 each in the first half over in Wampus Cat Country.
Well, that's great because they Conway jumped out 14-0 a couple minutes into the football game, so that's good to see Jonesboro battling back against what may be the best team in the state of Arkansas.
3rd and 9 from the 21 here for Poplar Bluff. 2 receivers left and right. Colt Clifford wants to throw. Here comes pressure. He's flushed. Now he'll roll right, looking for a receiver. Still wants to throw. Throws it off his back heel, incomplete. And that will bring up a 4th down for the Mules.
Pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, good pressure there by Silas there. But, you know, Valley View defense, they were in a tough spot. Looks like they're going to go for it here. But, you know, you like to see that resilience there by the Blazers.
9:06 to play in the first half. Valley View leads it 14-6. Blazers scored on their first offensive possession, then on an 80-yard punt return. But since then, they've slowed down offensively. 4th and 9. Here come the Mules with 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Clifford. Clifford flushed, rolling right, wants to throw, lets go of it, finds a receiver. He slips the tackle and is
going to be down.
Bradley
apparently tackled just shy of the end zone. Poplar Bluff will have a first down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and his knee went down. I just think he was just a little bit short there. But, you know, again, the Poplar Bluff offense, they're showing that they don't get rattled. The receivers kept moving, and he was just wide open.
1st and goal from the 1. 9th play of the drive coming up unofficially. 1 receiver out wide to the left, 2 to the right. Clifford will hand that off to the running back. He gets met.
He got in.
Yeah, but apparently got in there anyway.
On the carry into the end zone, Poplar Bluff.
So I believe that was Watkins on the carry, and with 8:30 to play, Poplar Bluff is within 2 points of tying the game.
Yeah, and they'll go for 2 again. You got to figure.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they don't here. Again, 8.5 minutes remaining in the first half. This one started like it was going to be a Blazer blowout, but now we're 2 points away from having a tie contest.
Yeah, hey, this second quarter's been Poplar Bluff, all Poplar Bluff so far. I do believe the Blazers will settle in on this next drive here. You know, lots of kids have played, but they've got to go with their best and show that this is season opener. We're not in a benefit anymore.
They're going for 2 as we expected. Receiver will motion out to left. Ball gets away from the quarterback, and he is going to be dropped for a sack.
There's a flag on the play.
There is a flag down as well, so we'll see what that's about as that play went awry immediately.
Yeah, I believe that's going to go against Poplar Bluff.
Still awaiting the call, and we're about to get it.
two offensive players in motion at the same time against the offense.
So an illegal motion penalty. Obviously, the penalty will be declined. The Blazers will take the play, and so that leaves our score at 14-12 in favor of the View. We'll pause for 30 seconds and back with more from Central Dealership Stadium after this on the EAB Sports Network.
The home of the best new and used sports equipment in Northeast Arkansas is Play It Again Sports. If you've got quality gear you're no longer using, just bring it in. Play It Again will pay you money. Want to test out a bat before you buy? Play It Again's rental program lets you test it out. And if you decide to buy, a big chunk of that rental fee goes towards your purchase. Visit Play It Again Jonesboro on Facebook for the latest deals. And come by 2006 South Caraway. Play It Again Sports, where everybody plays.
Poplar Bluff has scored twice, 2 times in a row here in the second half. They are now within 2 points of having tied this game. It's 14-12 after a 1-yard touchdown run on the last drive by the Mules. Their 2-point attempt was no good, so it's 14-12, and then we now await the kickoff from the Mules. Finley and I believe it's Davis back to return for Valley View. That's a squib kick on the ground, picked up by Sonny Williams at about the 30. He's at the 40-yard line and finally wrestled out of bounds at about the 44. Valley View should have good field position here.
On the return, Jamie Bradley on the stop. Ball's placed at the 44-yard line. First down, Blazers.
8:23 remaining in the half. Valley View trying to get the momentum back that they had early in the game. Currently up by 2. It's 14-12 as 3 receivers will line up wide left. And who's our quarterback? Can you see the number?
It's Tyler Heineman.
So Heineman is back in to take snaps for Valley View. 1 receiver to the near side. And Heineman's going to keep that running right. He's got a little hole, makes a tackler miss, and moves the scrum forward across the 50-yard line to about the Poplar Bluff 49.
Yeah,
nice
good
carry.
play
Tough
there.
running there by Taylor Heineman.
Leading the charge for the Mules. Gain of 6 on the play.
We're going to spot it at the 50. So it'll bring up 2nd and 4 for Valley View.
Yeah, this Poplar Bluff defense hasn't proven that they can stop the run game. And I believe that's what you're going to lean on right here if you're Valley View this drive.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Heineman is the quarterback. Wants to throw, rolling right, and tripped up and ankle tackled for a sack back at about the 45-yard line.
Taylor Heineman sacked.
Christian Aguambo making the tackle for Poplar Bluff.
On the stop. Brings up 3rd down, 10.
Hey, this is a big play right here for Valley View.
Very much so. 3rd and 10 after the loss with 7:42 to play in the half. Parker King and Leighton Holt split to the near side. 2 receivers off to the left. Mallett will motion far side. Heineman being chased and tripped up once again. A loss on the sack back to the 33-yard line.
Sacked by.
Hey, all the credit goes right here to this Poplar Bluff defense. I mean, they were getting gashed early in the football game, but right now they have the Blazers searching for answers.
The momentum is wearing maroon, no question, right now, as Valley View's going to have to punt for the first time tonight. Poplar Bluff's return man will set up back at the 25-yard line. I believe that's Ferguson back for the return. Manning will drop back into punt formation for Valley View, standing at the 18-yard line. Low snap, he gets it up off the ground. Booms away a nice punt. And that'll go to the far side of the field where there will be no return. That's a beautiful punt by Levi Manning that's going to go out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
And what get lost in that is the catch. I mean, he had his fingernails on the ground to catch that football after the low snap, and that's exactly what the Blazers needed.
That was I think about a 60-yard punt, roughly. About 63 yards, I think, on that punt, Coach.
Yeah, really, really nice punt. Good play. I'd like to see the defense right here maybe pin their ears back and create some pressure. See if these linebackers can force a turnover.
Here come the Mules, down 2. It's 14-12. 6:37 to play in the half. They'll bring a motion man to the near side.
Yep, went a little deep.
Yep. Looked like he might have come across the line of scrimmage, but no flags or whistles. Going to roll right with it, and the Blazers are able to stop him on the edge. And that's going to be a loss of about a yard or two. Looks like about a 1 yard loss.
Yeah, good play there. Good play. I like the pressure. Notice that Eli Thornton has been moved. This time he's back outside. Last drive he was playing that nose tackle position, but he's on the edge again this time.
So it's a loss of 1 back to the 14-yard line. Handed off to Ferguson. Ferguson trying to get to the outside edge, breaks a tackle and finds a crease to jump through up to about the 18-yard line.
On the carry. Knocked down at the 18-yard line. Brings up.
That'll bring up 3rd and 7 for Poplar Bluff.
Feels like a big third down for both teams right here in the second quarter.
Pearl leading Manila 14-0 in the second quarter of that game in Mississippi County. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side for Poplar Bluff. Clifford rolls right and gets caught and sacked back near the 11-yard line.
Big play by Luke Herringer right there.
By Luke Herringer.
I'd like to see this Blazer sideline get a little fired up right here.
Yard line brings up 4th down, 13.
So the Blazers able to force yet another negative play on the Poplar Bluff offense, and now the Mules face 4th and 13 from the 11. A.V. Jones drops back for the return. He'll set up at the Mule 39-yard line between the hashes. Here's the kick. That's going to go over his head, and it will be downed right at midfield on the 50-yard line.
Punt rolls dead at midfield. 1st down.
So a nice punt for Poplar Bluff. Valley View will start at midfield right at the 50.
Yeah, and it just feels like a really important drive right here. Defense did their job. Now it's time for the offense to settle down, and just try to stay in front of the chains. I think that's going to be really important.
Batesville trailing Searcy 24-0 in that game. I believe that game is at Searcy.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
3 receivers to the right for the View. Kamarion Davis goes solo left. This is a handoff to Carter Wallace. He'll find 2 yards. That'll be it.
And Poplar Bluff's made an adjustment. They've put an extra man in the box. They're not necessarily respecting the passing game of Valley View, and so it's going to make it that much tougher for Carter in the rushing attack.
4 minutes remaining until halftime. Blazers up 14-12. This has been a fast-moving first half. Just throw it to Wallace, or handoff, fake the handoff to Wallace. Now throw it out to Parker King, and he's going to be caught just shy on the sideline, just shy of the first down.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I think that's going to be key for this Blazer offense is figuring out different ways to get number 1 the football.
Actually, that may be a first down. It is.
Another Blazer.
So the ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line. Move the chains for the View. 3:35 to play in the half. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. This is Wallace on the carry. Wallace fights forward for about 2 yards behind his blockers.
Wallace on the carry.
Yeah.
Bryce Dobbs and Devin Ferguson combined on the stop.
But, I don't mind that on first down. They wound up giving him 3, but that just takes a lot of pressure off the quarterbacks here for the Blazers.
2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line of Poplar Bluff. 3:05 left in the half. Parker King is split wide right. Kamarion Davis off to the left. 2 H-backs to the left as well. Handed off to Wallace. Wallace slips the first tackle. Fights out of another one. Flag goes down at the end of the play as he gets down to the 32-yard line. Now we'll see what the laundry on the field is about.
Yeah, I didn't see what that might have been.
Came at the end of the play just as he was being tackled. Looks like it's going to go against the home team.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a hold there late.
Blazers are on the back pedal.
During the run, holding.
And it is indeed a holding penalty.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay second down.
So that will step it off all the way back to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and that's what we got to work against right there. You know, they got Crecilius with another hold. It's his second one, I believe, and I didn't see it, but it wasn't necessary coming from that slot receiver position.
Second and about 17 here for the View. They need to get to the 30-yard line for the first down. 2:35 left in the half. Heineman keeps it running left and gets caught after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, you'd like to have seen the offense try to get about half of that back right there. He elected to keep it on the option, and Poplar Bluff got to feel pretty good about themselves.
Brings up third and about 16. 2:09 remaining until halftime. Three receivers to the right for Valley View, one off to the left. Heineman rolling right, sets up, throws it deep, looking for Davis, and just missed him. That went right through Davis's hands, it looks like.
Yeah, it did.
Kamarian Davis falls.
Kamarian was trying to, he was hoping for it to stay on that sideline, but then he did make an adjustment on the football. I thought he was going to catch it.
I thought it was a well-thrown ball.
It was.
Should have been caught.
Just kind of went right through his hands there, and, Blazers got to punt.
So Levi Manning will drop into punt formation. Ferguson sets up for the Mule return between the hashes at the PB 10-yard line. Another nice punt by Manning. Fair catch called for. There will be no catch, and that's going to keep rolling all the way down to about the 5-yard line. So another nice punt by Levi Manning.
Really nice
Definitely
job
a bright
there.
spot tonight.
Yeah, done a really good job. Put it back on the shoulders of this Blazer defense, but I think create some havoc. Still looking for another turn. We're still looking for a turnover here. It's time.
Minute 35 left in the first half. Blazers lead 14-12. Got off to a fast start, only to see the Mules come battling back. And they have stymied Valley View since early in that first quarter. They'll snap it from the 5 on the far hash. Three receivers to the left, one to the right. Clifford hands that off. I believe it's Ferguson who ends up with it.
Yep, he's going to lose a yard.
Be a loss back to the 4.
Good play there by the Blazer defense. Poplar Bluff, they run it. It's a real patient, like sweep inside, I guess an outside run.
McNamee on the stop. Loss of one on play brings up second.
That interior line's doing a pretty good job. I think Poplar Bluff's going to be okay with getting to the half.
That's kind of exactly what I'm thinking right now. We're inside a minute to play in the half. 57 seconds left. 2nd and 11 for the Mules. Heineman, or rather Clifford, throws that out right side, and the receiver's caught from behind up near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, really good play there. Ryder Wooten again. Little bubble screen.
Ryder Wooten on the stop.
And Ryder came all the way from his middle linebacker position.
And 5.
So it brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Mules. And Valley View will take the timeout here with 42 seconds left in the half. The Blazers lead it 14-12. We'll return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
See Placid Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Placid Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Placid Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Placid Tire Service.
42 seconds remaining in the first half as we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Valley View leads 14-12. Poplar Bluff facing a 3rd and 5 from about the 11-yard line, or the 10-yard line, rather. Clifford will send 3 receivers to the near side. We got a flag.
It's going to be a delay.
And a delay of game penalty.
Substitution infraction.
Actually, it's a substitution infraction.
Didn't get off the field in time. 5-yard penalty.
So now Poplar Bluff will back up to the original line of scrimmage, which will be the 5-yard line.
5-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So it's 3rd and 10 with 42 seconds remaining in the first half. Again, got 2 receivers to the near side this time. High snap for Clifford. He gets it down, hands it off to Ferguson, and that may be a safety.
I think they're going to give him.
Apparently he got out of the end zone.
Right at 2.
They gave him forward progress. Otherwise, that would have been 2 points for Valley View.
Yeah. 1 on the play brings up 4th down, 11.
I think that's the correct call, but that running back right now, he may be seeing some stars.
Yeah, he took a hard lick right there. The ball will be spotted at the 3-yard line, and I still think even at the 3, that's a fortunate spot for Poplar Bluff.
I thought it'd be closer to the 2, maybe right inside the 2, but.
So we do have a timeout. Whose timeout is this? Do you know?
Valley View.
Okay, so Valley View, we'll just hold it here. Valley View with the timeout. 35 seconds remaining in the half. Poplar Bluff obviously facing a punting situation here on 4th and 13 from the 3. Valley View with an opportunity to get their hands on the ball one more time and try their best to get some more points on the board.
Yeah, and circle number 43 right here on that last punt by Poplar Bluff. Ryder was able to come through pretty clean. He may get a head start and see if he can't get his hands on this football.
Now that you mention it, I believe he blocked a punt against these guys last year at their place.
I think you're right.
Early in the game. A.B. Jones sets up for the return at the 26-yard line between the hashes. Punter will be standing at the back of his end zone. He gets a kick out of there, and it's a nice one.
Yeah, really wish we'd have returned that.
Yep. That's going to go all the way across the 50 into Valley View territory. And
yeah, good punt by
at the 43-yard line. First down.
Coach Clifford. Been impressed with that young man this first half.
So Valley View will start at its own 43. They will do so with 23 seconds on the clock.
Need an explosive play right here, and you hate to show them early in the season, non-conference play and all that, but it just feels like that this may be time to try to pull one out of your bag of tricks.
I don't disagree with you. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Heineman is the quarterback. He's empty in the backfield. Pump fakes, throws out to the sideline. It's caught by Davis. Davis is going to be caught shy of the marker, but there's a flag at the end of the play.
The main thing there, and it might have been, if that was on the defense, and that'll stop the clock.
Currently it's paused with 18 seconds left. Let's see what we've got. Looked like Davis got caught about 2 yards shy of the first down marker, but that's going to go against Poplar Bluff for an inadvertent face mask. So Valley View, that'll move it forward to the 43-yard line. It's a first down for Valley View. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Backfield empty, 18 seconds left. Heineman is alone in the backfield. Rolling right, looking, pressure coming. Stops, fires, incomplete. The ball was intended for Parker King, but about 5 yards shy of getting there to him. Now 7 seconds remaining. He'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Valley View from the Poplar Bluff 43. Three receivers right, 2 to the left. I think that's Davis and Holt off to the far side. Once again, an empty backfield for Valley View. Heineman got time. Throws out across the middle. That's going to be, should have been intercepted, but they dropped it. And it'll bring up, that was the last play of the half, actually. So that will end the half on the incomplete pass for Valley View. And the Blazers started strong, but stumbled down the home stretch there in that first half, Coach.
They sure did. And you know, a lot of it is nerves. They're going to have to clean some stuff up. But this Poplar Bluff football team, I think this is the best addition that we've seen in the 4 years that we've seen the Mules.
14-12 is your halftime score. Valley View leads it by a deuce. We'll step aside for a 3-minute timeout and back with your Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report after this on the EAB Sports Network.
More reasons to go to Wings to Go. TVs everywhere and variety of wings. From mild to, well, really hot. Just about any flavor you can imagine. Burgers, catfish, shrimp, tenders, salads, great food and atmosphere. Not to mention the sides and desserts and other stuff. 2 locations on Alexander and on Parkwood off Red Wolf. For 25 years, Wings to Go is the original and best place for wings in Jonesboro. Well, we think it is anyway. Wings to Go. Sports and wings. Life is good. Wings2go.hungerrush.com for online ordering, DoorDash available, and Wacky Wednesday with 75-cent boneless wings.
Some people see the ocean as a horizon. The U.S. Navy sees it as a path forward, a path to serve, to lead, and to protect. Whether it's advanced technology, world-class training, or opportunities that take you across the globe, your future starts here. Honor, courage, commitment. These are more than words, they're a way of life. Are you ready to rise to the challenge? Find your future. Join America's Navy. Visit Navy.com today.
There's nothing more important than your child breathing easily. Arkansas Children's Pulmonology Clinic in Jonesboro treats common to complex pediatric breathing conditions like obstructive sleep apnea, asthma, and rare lung diseases. With a family-centered approach, our medical team changes lives with nationally ranked care close to home for a variety of conditions from cystic fibrosis to sleep disorders. Visit archildrens.org/ACH Jonesboro.
This is Keith Baird with the Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
Your vehicle is a personal and important investment. At Central Collision Center, we're more than collision repair. We do everything from minor paint touch-ups and windshield replacements to framework. We're committed to customer satisfaction and provide the highest quality of service. At Central Collision Center, we provide honest and expert auto care and offer a written lifetime warranty and on-site rental car arrangements. Stop by or give us a call today to schedule your free estimate. Central Collision Center. Professional, convenient, reliable. Behind Central Chevrolet on Stadium and online at centralcollisionctr.com.
Randy Myers and Jason Smith under the headsets in the NEA Baptist broadcast position here at Central Dealership Stadium as we welcome you into our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report with Valley View leading Poplar Bluff 14-12. Halftime presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. You can check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at CavanaughCars.com. Let's recap the first half scoring. Valley View got on the board first, marching down the field with workmanlike precision on their first drive and scoring less than a minute into the game. Only 59 seconds ticked off the clock before Carter Wallace capped off a 3-play, 53-yard scoring drive for Valley View with a 22-yard touchdown run. The extra point kick was good by Troy Dale, and Valley View took a 7-0 lead at that point. Valley View would score again a short time later when Poplar Bluff was forced to punt. A.V. Jones, the senior transfer from Jonesboro, returned that punt 80 yards, pretty much untouched for the score, and Valley View was quickly up 14-0 after the extra point kick by Troy Dale. Poplar Bluff got on the board
Tonight, the band will show off the hard work.
late in the first quarter on a 37-yard pass from Colt Clifford to Bryce Dobbs to make the score 14-6 at that point. That was the score at the end of the first period. The Mules would get another touchdown midway through the second quarter on a 1-yard run by Kavion Watkins. The 2-point conversion attempt, as it did after their first touchdown, failed. The drive covered 72 yards in 9 plays for the Mules, and that set our halftime score, which is where we are now, at 14-12. Neither team, both teams had several opportunities with the ball after that, but never could find the end zone. And 14-12, and you got to figure, Coach, right now that Coach Sean Cochrell and his coaches are extremely frustrated.
Yeah, I think that's a good word for it. Would just be frustration, because there's been a lot of good spots. There's been some some bright spots out there, but it just seems like that when we seem like we're gonna get a good long drive going, we get something happens, we get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and right now this offense is struggling in those second and long, third and long situations. But I do believe that there are football players that can make plays out here. We just got to figure out who needs to be where and when.
Based on what I've seen from this team so far tonight, I think the Blazers are playing hard, and I think they're playing with a lot of enthusiasm. I don't really think they're flat. I think they're just kind of trying to find their groove and get in sync with each other. I think that's part of the issue, at least offensively.
Yeah, I think that you're absolutely right. I think that, we know that there are weapons over there, but right now it's just, trying to figure out who needs to be where. I do believe that we're going to have to throw the football a little bit, because Poplar Bluff showed there in the second quarter that they're going to key on 27. Mm-hmm. And, if Wallace is bottled up, then so far we've struggled.
And I feel like defensively the Blazers have played not bad assignment football, but kind of like we saw in the benefit game at Marion last week. They're just whiffing on too many tackles.
Yes. Yeah, I think, it seems like that our front seven is pretty solid. I think that, I've really been impressed with the linebackers tonight. Our secondary is where they're supposed to be most often, but they're just going to have to step up and make some plays, keep the ball in front of them, and then tackle. I think that's the biggest thing I've seen on the defensive side, is that we've got to be a better tackling football team.
At the half, the Blazers leading at 14-12. We're in the midst of our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime. We'll step aside here for 3 minutes and come back, try to check some scores from across Northeast Arkansas high school football games that are also underway here on week 0. We'll do that when we return in 3 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
I'm blaming you for this. It's your fault.
Yeah, well.
Who are you listening to?
Gosnell Tech.
Okay.
Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter, and I want to let you know about my friends at Cleanway Restoration and Construction. You see, disasters don't happen when it's convenient, whether it's a fire, a flood, or a tornado. When it damages your home, it upsets everything about your life. Cleanway comes in and does the cleanup, and they can lay your floors, replace your cabinets, and fix or replace walls. So remember, when an inconvenient disaster comes your way, think Cleanway Restoration and Construction. Let Cleanway restore your home and restore your life. Find out more at cleanwayrestoration.com.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue is still winning awards and still going strong. Over 20 years of local ownership. The reason? Their process for producing the best barbecue in the area, cooked low and slow. The same process is ensured it's done right and still making my mouth water. Take-home packs, sandwiches, ribs, desserts, beans. Oh, beans! And the big chops on the weekend. Everything cooked to perfection, even the desserts. Demo's Barbecue, 2 locations across from Jonesboro High and at Hilltop. Smoking it right for over 20 years. It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any 2 for $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any 2 for only $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations. Your specialty print and ship store is the Safe Ship Store in Jonesboro. Owner David Leonard wants to help you with all your shipping and printing needs, and they'll always give you the best customer service and highest quality product for the absolute lowest prices in town. So, when you need something packed and shipped, or when you need printed products, call the Safe Ship Store. Come in today to see all they have to offer. For the best customer service, quality, and prices, visit the Safe Ship Store, 2500 Alexander Drive, Suite C in Jonesboro, 870-333-5068.
Precision Lawn Management brings expert care to every yard they service. Every blade of grass is cut just right. Every edge is trimmed with sharp accuracy. Every landscape is designed with an expert touch because precision matters. Like a surgeon's steady hands in the operating room, an artist's perfect brushstroke, or a pilot making a flawless landing. True professionals don't settle for good enough. When it comes to your lawn, neither should you. Call Precision Lawn Management today at 870-275-5769. Precision Lawn Management, because a great lawn is no accident.
And we welcome you back to Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position, along with Coach Jason Smith, NEA Baptist, providing you with health care for the next century. Valley View leads Poplar Bluff 14-12 at the half, and Coach, got a lot of other games going on across the area tonight.
Yeah, we do, and the scores that we have, a little slow coming in tonight, but it looks like that Nettleton probably at halftime was up 27-6 over Truman. Jonesboro, hats off to the Hurricane. It's 14-14 last we saw down at Conway, and like we said, that's one of the best teams in the state of Arkansas. Marion up 25-20 at half over Wynn. Gosnell 27-20 over Greene County Tech. Salem 8-0 over Pocahontas in a big football game.
I got an update on that one. Salem's up 14-0 now at the half.
There you go. And Salem may be the best team in 3A.
They certainly were last year.
Yeah, and I think they had most everybody back. Searcy 24-7 over Batesville, and Paragould 20-0 over Manila. Those are the scores I have.
Let's see if I have anything. I think, yep, that pretty much matches up with everything that I have too, as well at this point. Some of the other games that are going on across Northeast Arkansas. You gave a score on Truman Nettleton, right?
Yes.
Also got Paragould at Manila. As we mentioned, Tech at Gosnell tonight, Wynn at Marion. Brooklyn and Westside are both off tonight. They will wait until next week before they open the season. Harding Academy is also off tonight as we check in on another 5A East team. Also across Northeast Arkansas tonight, outside the conference or outside the 5A East, West Memphis, a future Valley View opponent in 2 weeks, at home tonight against Hot Springs. Highland is at home tonight, entertaining the Bobcats of Thayer, Missouri. Cross County is at Harrisburg this evening. Hoxie is on the road to Melbourne to open the season. Newport's at home against Mark Tree. Osceola heads down to Little Rock to do battle with Mills. EPC at Walnut Ridge in a big 2A versus 3A matchup with two of the top teams in each respective classification there over in Lawrence County. In 8-man football, Cedar Ridge is at Rosebud tonight. And also in 8-man football, Corning is at Corning is at Brinkley tonight. So those are some of the other games that are underway this evening as well across Northeast Arkansas. Here it's halftime at Central Dealership Stadium in Southwest Jonesboro. Valley View nursing a 2-point lead against Poplar Bluff. 14-12 is our score. We'll step aside here for another 3-minute timeout and back with more of your Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime after this on the EAB Sports Network.
First National Bank's roots run deep in Northeast Arkansas. We began a single Paragould branch with one idea: customers first. By focusing on the best products banking has to offer and valuing the highest level of service, we're now 23 branches across Arkansas and Tennessee. As First National Bank grows, our roots only get deeper, and the mission remains the same: you first, always. Learn more about our products and services at fnbank.net. Member FDIC.
Looking for a checking account with no hassles and no hidden fees? First Community Bank has you covered with our free checking account. Open yours today with just $50 and enjoy no monthly service charge, no minimum balance requirement, and access to free bill pay and First Link internet banking. Plus, get a free ATM card and a MasterCard debit card, subject to approval. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Need top-notch farming and lawn gear? Visit First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota dealer in Brooklyn. We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green-thumbed homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn.
Since our founding in 1945, Farmers and Merchants Bank has held strong to our commitment to innovation, community investment, and personalized service. Over the past 80 years, we have worked alongside Arkansas entrepreneurs to help our neighbors start, grow, and streamline their businesses with hometown lending experts in the latest in modern financial solutions. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner in our community, helping your business succeed every step of the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Evolve Bank & Trust offers a variety of residential and consumer loans, specializing in unique products and services while providing individualized customer service designed to fit your needs. Whether you're buying your first home, a new car, or building your dream home, Evolve Bank & Trust has the personal loan products you need to realize your dreams today. Call Evolve Bank & Trust at 870-933-2480. Stop in to see them at 111 East Huntington Suite A or visit them online at getevolve.com. Evolve Bank & Trust, making banking personal again. Evolve Bank & Trust.
Have you ever heard the saying, two wrongs don't make a right? Well, when it comes to your internet service, one wrong is already too many. Wrong price, wrong speeds, wrong company. Come on, you deserve better. With Empower Broadband, you get local, affordable, and fast internet that never lets you down. Visit us at empowerbroadband.com or call 870-336-0999 to right the wrongs by choosing your favorite local internet company. Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. Randy Myers and Coach Jason Smith under the headsets. We're in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. Got a little less than 4 minutes on our current halftime clock. I would expect they're probably going to have 2 or 3 more minutes if they follow the usual protocol after this current clock ticks down. So still roughly 5 or 6 minutes left here in this halftime. Let's check the schedule for next week. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, Valley View will be on the road to Searcy. Now, I'll be out of pocket next week. I'm going on vacation, leaving this weekend, and so I will not be here for next week's game. My friend Buddy Nichols is going to fill in, so appreciate Buddy for doing that, and he'll have the broadcast for you next week from Searcy. Also, next week, as we look around the 5A East, Nettleton will be at home against BB. Brooklyn will open the season on the road at Highland. Paragould will be at home against Kennett. Greene County Tech playing host to Pocahontas. Batesville will be at home against Newport. Wynn will be at Forest City next week. Also outside the conference, Jonesboro will be back on the road for another tough road game, this time at J.T. Robinson down in Little Rock. Westside opens the season at Hoxie as the Tyler Garr era begins across town for the Warriors. Truman will be at home against Walnut Ridge. Harrisburg will be at Southside. Osceola will be at Blytheville. Rivercrest visits Gosnell for a big Mississippi County matchup there. Manila will be at Mark Tree. Cross County gets Palestine Wheatley at home, and Earl will be at home next week against Helena, West Helena. Coach, we need to give a shout out of congratulations and thanks to Ron Teed and the staff here at Valley View High School. The interior of the press box looks brand new. I mean, they have done a remarkable job. I want to congratulate Coach Teed and his staff, as well as Aaron Murphy, who's I think did most of the actual grunt work on this project. And I mean, it's just it looks like a brand new press box on the inside.
It does. It's not even the same building, you know, and just it was very well needed, very much needed. But yeah, what a beautiful job they did, and you know, just another example of the Valley View School District committing to be excellent in most everything that they do. You know, and what I've noticed tonight, you know, just the pageantry. Football is back. The band, you know, it just continues to grow, and they're working on their production. And I don't want to say anything wrong because I don't know everything about it, but it looked like it had a lot of moving parts, and they did a great job. The cheerleaders, the dance team, you know, football's back, and we're ready to kick off the 2025-26 school year, and Valley View did it in style.
And I want to say another note about the press box as well. We talked about all the improvements, the interior improvements, which include freshly painted walls, new flooring, just all kinds of stuff. And I understand that the work is not done. I understand there's also plans to expand the canopy upstairs on the roof. So so the work is ongoing, but they're up to what? They're off to a bang-up start so far.
Absolutely. No, and a shout out to, I'm not sure exactly who's responsible, but every time I see this glare in the window, I've got this cartoon character of Randy Myers just staring at us right behind us. It's like 3 foot tall, about 4. It's huge, but
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with the word cartoon character.
Well,
let's go with caricature. Isn't that what they call that?
Okay, that's right. It's a caricature, but it's awesome.
They completely surprised me with that. I mean, they set me up because they said, make sure, let us know before you get there. I knew something was amiss, but I didn't know what it was. But they kept telling me this morning when I finished the interview with Cochrell, Taylor Settlemeyer with the Blazer News Network kept saying, now, make sure you let me know before you get here because I want to get your reaction to the inside of the press box. Well, I knew, and I hadn't seen it until tonight. I knew they'd done some work on it, but I had no idea that they had put this. Basically, it's like it's not a fat head, but it's
huge.
It's the same thing and it's like a caricature of I'm not
voice
sure
of the Blazers.
Yeah, I'm not sure who did. I mean, it's the same. If you follow me on Facebook or Twitter, it's my current profile picture on both of my social media accounts. So, but this one's like you said, it's about 3 to 4, 3.5 feet high, probably, right smack dab on the wall behind us here.
It's just the attention to detail up here, but it's awesome, and you know, Ron has really done a nice job in his first 3 or 4 months.
He has immediately taken the ball and ran with it as the new Valley View athletic director, and I tip my hat to him. And I just want to say that one more thing too about that whatever you want to call this thing back here on the wall. I mean, when they do something like that for you, and this is going to sound ego-driven, I don't mean for it to be, but when people do something like that for you, you know that you are loved and appreciated.
That's right.
And I absolutely have felt that way from day one here at Valley View, and the longer I'm here, the more I feel it.
Yeah, I agree, and well said.
So let's start the second half. Valley View will kick it off to Poplar Bluff to begin the third quarter. 2 men back deep on each hash at the 5-yard line. Cody Lampkin has it teed up for Valley View at the 40. Blazers lead at 14-12 as we move into the second half.
12 minutes, please. Thank you.
Poplar Bluff will be attacking the north end zone. Lampkin puts foot into ball. That'll be gathered in about the 15-yard line. And the return man moves it up to about the 35-yard line, and that's where Poplar Bluff will begin its first possession of the second half.
Yeah, it makes you see the adjustments. You know, always that's the coolest thing about football is there's always adjustments on both sides of the ball. But I'd like to believe that that you're going to see a really driven and intense Blazer football team here in this second half.
Here come the Mules. They will send 2 receivers to the left and right. Clifford in the gun with Ferguson on his left hip. That ball is knocked down. It's on the ground. There's a scramble for it. I think the Mules got back on it. Yeah. I think one of his own men who was in motion, knocked that free from his hands.
Yeah, very fortunate there. It's a unique situation. It is a little cheesy, but you know, it's a unique situation that the Poplar Bluff came out in, and you know, they kind of paid for it, but they kept the football.
It is a loss of 3 back to the 32-yard line. It sets up 2nd and 13 for the Mules. Poplar Bluff moves at a much slower and more methodical pace than do the Blazers. 2 receivers wide to each side. Ferguson shifts to Clifford's right hip. Clifford back to throw. Here comes pressure. He's being flushed. Chased, gets to the outside, turns the corner. He's across the 40. He's got the first down as he steps out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Cole Clifford has looked impressive at times tonight, especially right there.
Yeah, Cole Clifford's had a heck of a football game, and he's doing a lot for this Poplar Bluff team. You know, and that was a situation where the Valley View defense had him dead to rights in the backfield. Silas Thomas just took a little bit of a tough angle, and Cole Clifford was able to get by.
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 44, so they're a yard shy of the line to gain. It's 3rd and 1. I thought he had the first down, but he did not. 3 receivers right, 1 to the near side. Clifford in the gun. Throws that out right side on the high screen pass. That's going to be blown up for a loss, but he slips the tackle, and he got the first down on second effort.
Oh, they read it perfect, but once again, another missed tackle by this Valley View defense. Goodness.
It'll be a first down at the 46. That should have been about a 5-yard loss.
Yep. I'm impressed with these Poplar Bluff receivers. They focus on the football, and you have not seen very many drops.
First down from the 46. 10:33 to play in the third. Valley View leads 14-12. Mules send 3 wides to the left, 1 to the right. Clifford will hand that off to Ferguson. Ferguson caught in the backfield, and this time there are no missed tackles. That's a loss back to the 42.
Yeah, nice play there by Holden Murphy back here in the backfield.
Ethan Thomas on the stop.
Ethan Thomas also in on the tackle for the View.
Second down, 14.
It'll set up a 2nd and 14 for Poplar Bluff at their own 42. 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Again, Valley View leads 14-12. That has been our score since midway through the second quarter. Mules come with 2 wides to each side. Again, Clifford in the gun, running back on his left hip. That's Devin Ferguson. Clifford wants to throw. He stays in the pocket, fires across the middle. That is incomplete and well played in the secondary by young Will Finley.
Yeah, he read that perfect because that was a good ball. They just ran a little seamer out there, and Clifford threw a dart, but Will was there just at the right time to jar it free without getting a PI.
Will, of course, the grandson of former A-State and Chicago Bears standout Jerry Muckensturm, who's in the bleachers here tonight just below us, watching his grandson play, and probably pretty happy about that play. 3rd and 14 for the Mules. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Clifford, high snap, gets it down, breaks to the outside, and gets up into it after a gain of about a yard. He did a lot of lateral running, but not much north and south.
No, and it's going to be interesting right here because you're right around midfield, but believe that they've got to punt this football.
A.V. Jones in on that tackle for Valley View. Poplar Bluff facing 4th and 13 from the 43. Jones will drop back for the return. He's not back very deep, though, because they've been kicking it over his head most of the time. I'm a little puzzled by why he's playing up so shallow.
Yeah, I'm with you, and you know you don't want to turn the football over, but
that's blocked. Ball is on the ground. I believe Clifford has recovered it, and that was blocked by Luke Herringer.
Yeah.
9-yard line.
So maybe that will be the play that wakes this Blazer team up.
Yeah, I would love to see this sideline get after it a little bit, show some emotion, and you know, it's contagious. Whole lot of Blazers down there. Is this the largest football team that we fielded as far as sheer numbers?
I think it's pretty much equal to last year. I think right around 80 or 81.
A bunch of kids down there. You'd like to see them being fired up on a play like that.
Blazers will start at the 29-yard line. 2 receivers to the left and right. This is a handoff to Carter Wallace. Wallace finds a crease to dart through and advances it for about a 3 or 4 yard gain after the handoff from Levi Manning, who's taking snaps for this possession.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up second down, 7.
Gets the ball to the 26 after a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 from there. Ball snapped off the left hash as the Blazers move from left to right toward the south end zone. Again, the handoff to Wallace. He's got to hold the dart through, still on his feet, rumbling down to the 5-yard line. He's brought down at the 4. First and goal for the Blazers.
Really like that read there.
Brought down the 5-yard line. That's good for another Blazer.
They'll spot him at the 5. It'll be first down for Valley View. First and goal. As Luke Creselius checks in from the sideline, replacing Leighton Holt in the receiving corps. Barrett Mallett will also be among the receivers to the left, along with Kamarion Davis. You got Parker King, Lonesome Wright. Manning the quarterback, Wallace the running back. That's a snap to Levi Manning, and he fights forward to about the 4, maybe the 3 on the keeper.
Levi Manning on the keeper, gain of 1 on the play brings up.
Give him a yard. It's second and goal from the 4 with 7:29 to play in the
I believe we're going to
third.
see this year's edition, the first edition of the nasty package, Randy.
So Blazers send in their power package, or what I like to call the jumbo package.
Got big Eli Thornton in there. Looks like 48.
Is it Manning still in at quarterback? Nope, it's Heineman.
Yeah.
Heineman is under center. Wallace the running back, and that ball is blown dead or as it snapped, so that's probably going to be a false start. And it'll move the Blazers back to about the 9-yard line, I would imagine.
Yeah.
False start. Offense. Number 52. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Yeah, that was another thing that I've been a little bit surprised at some of the penalties tonight, because the Blazers played that entire first half at Marion in the benefit game last week without a single penalty.
Yeah, they've been a little bit more sloppy tonight.
Very much so.
You know, again, it's just a lot of new parts on this year's team.
Staying with the power package. Second and goal from the Niners. A handoff over the right side. I believe that's Wallace. He's inside the 5, down to the 4, maybe the 3.
Down at the 3-yard line.
Spot him at the 3. It'll be third and goal from there. Power package will stay in there.
Yep.
Snap it off the right hash. Heineman goes under center. Give to Wallace. Wallace
He's in there.
Is in for the 3-yard score over the right side. Carter Wallace gets his second touchdown of the night. And the Blazers extend the lead to 20-12, extra point pending.
Yeah, I really like that answer. You know, you come out of halftime, you block a punt, and then you march it down the field. I like this power look. You got Casano, you got, it looks like McNamee, you've got Thornton, along with your regular offensive line, and like the way that looked.
Here's the extra point kick from Troy Dale. And we got whistles again as the ball is snapped. As we get the word from the white hat here momentarily, hopefully.
It's on the end.
Encroachment.
So an encroachment penalty against Poplar Bluff.
Now he's able to keep the ball at the 3-yard line. Will attempt to try.
So that'll move it forward to the 3. It looks like the Blazers will stay with their option to kick it.
Yep. Leighton Holt with a hold. Troy Dale as the place kicker.
Here's the snap, the place, the hold is in the air, and the kick is good. So with 6:17 to play third quarter, Valley View extends the lead to 21-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank & Trust offers a variety of residential and consumer loans, specializing in unique products and services while providing individualized customer service designed to fit your needs. Whether you're buying your first home, a new car, or building your dream home, Evolve Bank & Trust has the personal loan products you need to realize your dreams today. Call Evolve Bank & Trust at 870-933-2480. Stop in to see them at 111 East Huntington Suite A or visit them online at getevolve.com. Evolve Bank & Trust, making banking personal again. Evolve Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Focus is on listening to what you want and delivering what you asked for.
Good start to the second half for the Blazers. They open it up with a block punt on their first defensive possession and then turn that into a 29-yard scoring drive, capped off by Carter Wallace's 3-yard run. And Valley View now leads at 21-12 after the extra point kick of Troy Dale.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Troy so far. You know, young man, he's been a big part of this team, you know, for years. Never been a place kicker, but so far so good.
Actually, he did kick. I went back and watched some of the video of his sophomore season. He kicked a few times in one game. I forgot which one it was, but he did have 2 or 3 kicks in at least one game as a sophomore.
Well, I remember it wasn't, but Brody hurt his leg at one point. Brody Dix.
I think that was why he was out there at the time.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't think he kicked it all last year, so it's the first time for him since limited opportunities as a sophomore. Here's Cody Lampkin's kickoff. That will be gathered in at the 10-yard line by Ferguson. Ferguson gets to the 20, the 25, and run out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Ferguson on the return.
And the Blazer who made the tackle is slow to get up.
Yeah.
As is Ferguson. So you got 2 or 3 players down there that are still on the ground right now.
Both young men. They're right beside each other.
Yeah, the guy who was tackled and the guy who made the tackle. Ferguson's back up on his feet now.
Yeah. I think his was from a cramp. Silas still on the ground.
Is that Silas Thomas?
Yes.
Okay.
You hope it's just maybe got the wind knocked out of him, something like that.
We have no foul on the play. Be Poplar Bluff ball first down.
So
they're scooting him. I think he just got. It might have been a cramp also. Yeah. There's trainers assisting him over there.
What's going on here? What are they doing?
Well, I think that Poplar Bluff might have thought there was a penalty, so they were going to make them re-kick. Wind up picking the flag up, so it'd be Poplar Bluff.
So the ball will be spotted at the 31-yard line.
Yeah.
Ball will be on the near hash. There's 6:07 to play third quarter. Valley View leads 21-12. Mules will send 2 receivers wide, left and right. Backs in the pistol. Now Ferguson will shift to the quarterback's left hip. Going to throw that out near side for, I believe that's Dobbs. Dobbs advances it up to about the 36-yard line. Correction, Logan Slack making the catch for the Mules.
Yep. Will Finley stepping up there to make that tackle.
McNamee combined on the stop. Gain of 5 on the play, brings up 2nd down 5.
It's a 5-yard gain for Poplar Bluff. And we'll bring up 2nd and 5 with 5:45 remaining, third quarter. Blazers lead 21-12.
Yeah, this defense looks a little bit better this half, Randy. I think they're settling in a little bit.
Again, twins left and right for the Mules. Ferguson shifts up to the quarterback's right hip, now moves over to his left side. Clifford to throw. Tosses out across the middle on the deep ball. That is overthrown, trying to get it to Slack once again. But pretty well defended there in the secondary by Rylan Ramsey, and that'll set up a 3rd and 5 for the Mules.
Yeah, that was on Sonny Williams' side there. They've picked on Sonny a little bit. He did a good job step for step that possession. Big 3rd down here for the Blazers.
3rd and 5. 5:14 to play in the quarter. Again, the line of scrimmage is the 36-yard line on the near hash, the left hash, as they send twin receivers wide to each side once again. Clifford to throw. Here comes pressure. He's flushed and down he goes. He is sacked by
Rylan McNamee.
Rylan McNamee back at about the 25-yard line.
I'm telling you what, this linebacking core is really, really solid.
Brings up 4th down, 16.
So it's 4th and 16 now for the Mules from their own 25. Yeah, McNamee came with a full head of steam right there.
They're quick, they're athletic. They remind me a lot of that 23 group that was led by Brian Huff and Carson Winters.
So Clifford will drop back to punt. A.B. Jones sets up for the return at the Mule 49. This kick will not be returned. It'll roll out of bounds at the Valley View 43. So the Blazers will get the ball near midfield.
First down, Blazers.
4:25 to play in the third period. Valley View up 21-12.
Looks like Tyler Heineman's going to come back in at quarterback. Tyler's done some really good things now. Just like they're going to go back with Levi Manning. Levi led them on that last drive.
He will be the quarterback taking snaps this time. He'll send two receivers to the right. And he's got one off to the left. H-back to the left. Hand that off to Carter Wallace. Wallace gets a good hold to jump through and advances it into Poplar Bluff territory. Maybe a flag at the end of the play as well. It looked like over on that far sideline. Was that a flag, fly, or a ball marker?
Coming from the sideline, you wonder if that might have been a hold.
He got the ball up to the 49 of Poplar Bluff. Now we'll see if I'm still not sure if that was a flag or a ball marker. I think it was a flag because they're discussing it. So
and that's going to go against Poplar Bluff. Face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Big one.
Yeah, this will be the intentional face mask.
First down.
So tack that on to the end of what was about a 9-yard run by Carter Wallace. That'll move the ball down to the 34. First and goal from there for Valley View. Ball just inside the left hash. 4:13 to play in the period. King and Mallett will motion left. And Manning keeps it after he showed it to the running back, advances it inside the 30 down to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like that was supposed to be a little end around there for Kamarion, but it wasn't smooth. And
I'm kind of wondering if that wasn't a broken play that he just kind of turned into a positive game.
Yeah, so I think Levi there very intelligently high IQ play of just keeping the football and wound up getting 4.5, 5 yards out of it.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5 from the 30. Manning will show it to Wallace, throws it out right side for Mallett. Mallett shakes a tackler, spins out of another one. He's at the 20 and finally brought down at the 17-yard line.
Yeah.
Nice play there by Barrett Mallett.
Yeah, really nice job there by your sophomore. And he's going to be a really good quarterback, but I think he's going to be a really, really, really good weapon in that slot for this Valley View offense.
First down from the 17-yard line, the ball on the right hash with 3:13 to play in the third period. Kamarion Davis goes wide left, Mallett and King off to the right for the Blazers. Hand that off to Wallace. Wallace dancing to the outside. He's at the 10, he's at the 5. He's dragging tacklers with him to the end zone. Put 6 on the board for the View. 17-yard run for Carter Wallace.
And that was really, really, and we got laundry down. I think we may have said a little bit too much, but Carter Wallace did that all by himself. Seemed like that outside zone was a little shaky. It wasn't smooth, but once Carter put his foot in the ground, there wasn't anybody who's going to catch him. He drug a couple defenders into the end zone.
Also got a Poplar Bluff player down over on that far sideline at about the 5-yard line. So a lot to sort out here with the injury and some flags on the field. 2:54 to play. Meanwhile, there's also an ambulance moving into the field of view, so I'm not sure what that's about, because surely it's not about this injury that we just saw, because the ambulance was already over in the corner.
It was already coming, and I'm looking around here on the Valley View sideline.
Yeah, I just see anybody that requires that kind of medical attention. So
no.
Maybe somebody in the crowd that I'm not seeing, but nonetheless, we got a lot going on right now. Stopping the play, 2:54 to play in the third. Valley View.
After the play was over,
okay, here's the
unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 1, making contact with an official. It's a 15-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff. Number 1 for Poplar Bluff has been ejected from the game.
All right, so that's a personal foul and unsportsmanlike conduct and an ejection against Poplar Bluff. Tossed from the game was Caden Jenkins. I believe he said number 1, right?
Yeah, number 1.
So
said
Caden
that he
Jenkins
bumped into an official. I didn't see it, but they were pretty adamant about it.
So Troy Dale is on for the extra point kick now out of the hold of Leighton Holt. Here's the snap. Kick up, and it is perfect. 2:54 to play. in the third period. Valley View leads at 28-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Have you ever heard the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right? Well, when it comes to your internet service, 1 wrong is already too many. Wrong price, wrong speeds, wrong company. Come on, you deserve better. With Empower Broadband, you get local, affordable, and fast internet that never lets you down. Visit us at empowerbroadband.com or call 870-336-0999 to right the wrongs by choosing your favorite local internet company. Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric.
2 minutes, 54 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Valley View has had the ball twice. They've scored twice. This drive covered 43 yards in 4 plays, capped off by Carter Wallace's third touchdown run of the night. This one a 17-yard scoring jaunt. Valley View now leads it 28-12. And after that penalty, Valley View is going to be kicking off here on the Poplar Bluff side of the field at the 45-yard line for Cody Lampkin.
Yeah, I think Cody, if he wants to, he might could kick this one to the arena.
He might drive this one to Harrisburg.
Been impressed by Lampkin, though.
Yeah, he's a big, strong, strapping young dude, 6'1", about 195 pounds, and got a pretty big leg on him.
Yep, plays some basketball, too, for the Blazers.
He does. Looking forward to seeing him on the hardwood.
Yep.
That kick will obviously go out of the end zone, so Poplar Bluff will start from the 20 with 250. Is it 20 or the 25 for high school?
I believe if you go into the end zone, that it's spotted at the 20-yard line.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But like we talk about it every year. Every level of football has different rules. It drives you crazy.
It is not exactly what you'd call a uniform.
No.
It will be spotted at the 20 for Poplar Bluff.
Big drive for Poplar Bluff right here. You know, they got to feel that they played really, really well in the first half, and they've really struggled here in this third quarter.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Colton Clifford working out of the gun. Ferguson shifts to his left hip from the pistol. Ball is loose. It's on the ground, and once again, that's the second time in this half where you've had 2 Poplar Bluff players kind of collide as the ball is being snapped, and it resulted in a miscue. It's going to be another loss of about 4 yards.
Yeah, and I think that what's happening there is that the center is sailing that football just a little bit, and so much of any kind of RPO or any kind of play action is all about timing, and if that ball sails, everything kind of gets a little wompy.
So it moves it back to the 16-yard line with 2:22 remaining in the third. Twins left and right for Poplar Bluff. Clifford in the gun, takes the snap, releases quickly, firing downfield. That is incomplete, and there's a flag. They may get a PI on the Blazers here. Rylan Ramsey was among those defending for Valley View.
Yeah, and once again, Cole Clifford, he sat back there and he took a shot from Eli Thornton, but delivered a really catchable football that their receiver, got interfered with. He may have caught the ball.
.205 to play in the period. 28-12 your score. Valley View has the lead, and it is a pass interference penalty against Rylan Ramsey.
Result from the penalty is a first down.
So that'll move the ball forward to the 30, just shy of the 31-yard line. Gives Poplar Bluff a first down. We'll see if the Mules can take advantage of that break and what otherwise has been pretty slim pickings for them here thus far in the second half.
Yeah, it has. They've almost abandoned the running game.
Tripp sets to the left. One receiver goes wide right. Hand it off to Ferguson. Ferguson running near side, looking for some room. Ball's on the ground. Scramble for it.
It looks like it's going to be Valley View football, but there's a flag.
Yep, there's a flag back at about the 29-yard line. So we'll see what we have here.
During the run, Holding.
So a holding penalty.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay second.
Poplar Bluff will maintain possession, it appears, but
First down.
they're on the back pedal. Ball will be spotted at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, so we're about from the hold and the PI. They basically cancel each other out.
Back to where we started, basically, on this possession. $1:54 to play in the third quarter. Valley View up 28-12. Two receivers to each side for the Mules. Ferguson shifts up to Clifford's right hip in the backfield. That's a delayed draw. Actually, it's a different running back, I believe, and he'll advance it up to about the 28-yard line after the carry by Alexander Larkins, the 189-pound senior running back.
Ball's placed at the 28-yard line. Brings up
spotted at the 28. It sets up 2nd and 13 from there for the Bluff. $1:25 to play in the third. Poplar Bluff sends twin receivers wide to each side once again. Clifford in the gun. Valley View showing some stunt, and Poplar Bluff may have moved up front prematurely as a result of that stunt.
Yeah, really nice job there, but Ryland McNamee came in. Now they're saying he may have gone offside. No, they're backing him up. Yeah.
So the right guard, I think, is the guy who jumped for Poplar Bluff. And that'll move it back to the 23-yard line.
Yep. The young man we haven't talked a lot about tonight is Ethan Thomas playing that nose position, but they have not ran. They have had zero success running the football inside.
You got three pretty good ones up front there with him and Thornton and Murphy.
Yes.
Twins wide to each side once again. This time Clifford's going to keep it, and he gets belted at the line of scrimmage. Taken down hard by Ryland McNamee and company.
Yep.
Ryland McNamee on the stop. Loss of.
I mean, he got popped.
Right now, you're seeing McNamee and Wooten have their way.
Yeah.
They're having a lot of fun out there right now.
14 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. That may have been the last play of the period because it doesn't look like Poplar Bluff's in any hurry to get to the line of scrimmage. So they will not be able to snap it before the clock sounds to end the third. And with 3 in the books, Valley View has increased its lead by 2 more touchdowns from their halftime lead. It's now 28-12. We'll pause for 30 seconds and back with the final frame of football here at Central Dealership Stadium after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. We welcome you back. You've got Randy Myers and Jason Smith under the headsets in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. NEA Baptist provides you with health care for the next century. Big third quarter for the View there, Coach. Valley View putting 2 scores on the board and looking strong on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
Best football of the night thus far from this.
For sure, yeah. It was
team.
really all 3 phases, offense, defense, special teams, all had a big part in that third quarter. Seemed like they're settling in and a little more intense. Really good quarter for Valley View.
Here come the Mules on 3rd and 18 from the 22. Twins to each side. Clifford back to throw. He's got time. Uncorks, winds, deep. Ball is overthrown and incomplete.
Pass intended.
Logan Slack was the intended target, but
Incomplete. 4th down.
that will be an incomplete pass, and Valley View will force a punt situation here.
Another good series for that Blazer defense.
So Clifford will drop back to the 10-yard line. Just underway here in the fourth period. Again, remind you that Valley View will be at Searcy next week for a non-conference tilt with the Lions. A.V. Jones drops back for the Blazer return. He'll be standing just inside the right hash at the 46-yard line. Now I believe we have a timeout.
Yeah.
So the Mules will take this timeout, pausing the clock with 11:53 to play in the game. Valley View leads Poplar Bluff 28-12 on the EAB Sports Network.
At Glen Sane, we spent over 70 years trying to do things the right way, with honesty, heart, and hometown pride. With 4 locations across Paragould, Rector, and Kennett, we offer a wide selection of GMC, Chevy, Buick, and Ford vehicles, and service centers to keep them running strong. We're a family-owned business, and we treat every customer like one of our own, because after 70 years, that's what matters most.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium. I'm Randy Myers. He's Jason Smith. We're glad you're with us tonight. Valley View has forced Poplar Bluff into another punt situation. Mules facing 4th and 18 from their own 22. A.V. Jones sets up for the Blazer return. He'll drop back to the 45 now. Clifford gets the kick away. It's a nice kick. That'll drive Jones all the way back. And I think he's going to let that go. And boy, that one really had a nice life after it landed. It's still rolling. And finally, it'll be picked up, I believe, at the 25-yard line.
First down, Blazers.
So that is definitely a case of flipping the field.
Yes. I've been really impressed. Cole Clifford, he does a whole lot for this football team, but he's played well tonight.
He has indeed. I've been impressed by him.
Tell you what you're seeing here trending is that without mistakes, when the offense plays, when they get 3 or 4 positive yards on first down, this offense looks a whole lot better.
Heidemann is back in at quarterback for this possession, yet Kamarion Davis put to the near side, 3 receivers to the right as well. They'll bring 1 man in motion, and that ball's going to be blown dead. You had Carter Wallace motioning near side, and as soon as he took off, that's when the whistle sounded and the flags hit the air.
Offense, number 51.
And it is a false start against Valley View.
Yep.
So that'll move it back to the 20 and sets up 1st and 15.
That's one thing that, is tough for these offensive linemen is they're hearing, tonight they've heard 3 different voices, with the cadence and the snap count and all that, and that's tough.
Yeah.
And so that's obviously you don't want to have those, but that's not to be unexpected.
And we have another timeout. Valley View will take this timeout. 11:25 to play in the fourth period. The Blazers lead Poplar Bluff 28-12. We return in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
When injury sidelines you, Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is here to get you back in the game. They've been serving our local high schools for over 40 years, and JOSM is proud to be the official healthcare provider of A-State Athletics, with locations on South Main and on East Matthews inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center. Find out more by visiting JOSM on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game.
11:25 remaining in the game. Valley View leads 28-12. Blazers facing 1st and 15 from their own 20 with the ball on the right hash as they move toward the north end zone. Two receivers to the near side, one off to the right. Heidemann's going to keep that after he faked the handoff to Wallace, and he's got some room across the middle out over the 30 and up to about the 34, maybe the 35-yard line. Nice
really good play there. Yeah, really good play there by Taylor. That's what he looked like on that first drive of the night. He had a nice keeper there, but that was a good read.
Sets up a 2nd and 3 for Valley View. Ball at the 32-yard line. Two receivers to the near side, one to the right. Throw that out near side for Barrett Mallett on the screen pass. He is trying to run out of the tackle. I believe he got enough to get the first down up to about the 38.
On the reception, brought down at the 38.
Another good catch there by Mallet out of the slot.
Blazer.
Ball will be at the 37-yard line after the spot. 10.5 minutes remaining in the contest. Valley View leads 28-12. Heineman will send two receivers to the right. Camarion Davis goes lonesome left on this near sideline. Hand that off to Carter Wallace. Wallace gets met at the line of scrimmage, fights forward for about 1 yard.
Carter Wallace on the carry.
Yeah, there just wasn't a whole lot there off that right side.
I said he got a yard. He looks like more like no gain. Ball remains at the
Chris Timothy on the stop.
No, it's at the 37-yard line.
Second down 10.
Second and 10 for Valley View. Trips right. Camarion Davis is single to the left. Heineman rolling right on the bootleg. Finds Mallet up near the 44-yard line for a gain just shy of the first down marker.
That's Mallet's third catch of the night. He's doing a good job. Just those short intermediate catches, got really sure hands.
Turns into, he looks like he's transitioning into a solid possession receiver, Coach.
Yes, I think he's going to be really good at it.
Sets up a 3rd and 2 for the View from the 45-yard line on the right hash. 9:14 to play. Again, Davis is split lonesome left to the near side. You got two receivers right. This is a handoff to Wallace, and Wallace, I don't believe, got the first down. Stopped after no gain or maybe 1 yard. It's 4th down for Valley View.
Play brings up 4th down.
Ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. A 4th and 2 situation here. Looks like the Blazers are going to go for it.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision.
Camarion Davis lines up. Now he'll motion right along with Crecelius. So you got 4 receivers clustered off to the right near the interior line of scrimmage. Heineman looks to the sideline, as does Carter Wallace. And they're going to have to burn the timeout because the play clock was about to expire on them. So that will stop the clock with 8:14 to play in the game. Valley View leads Poplar Bluff 28-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds. This is the EAB Sports Network.
Spring into savings from more air conditioning. If you've been waiting to replace your air conditioning system, get our best deal of the season. For a limited time, get a rebate for up to $1,500 and no payments for up to 6 months with approved financing. Plus, qualify for federal tax credits of up to $2,000. That's up to $3,500 in savings and no payments for 6 months. Visit us online at moreac.com.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
Eight minutes, 14 seconds remaining here at Central Dealership Stadium this evening. Valley View leads Poplar Bluff 28-12. The Blazers have led from the start. It got close there late in that first half. Poplar Bluff getting to within 2, but it's been all Valley View thus far in the second half. Here the Blazers appear to be going for it on 4th and 2 from the 45-yard line on the Blazer side of the field. Receivers clustered to the near side now. Heineman is the quarterback. Wallace will shift to his left hip. Come in with a blitz. Heineman's going to keep it. He's got the first down as he crosses the 50-yard line and fights forward to the 45.
Yeah, I really like that set. So they brought the quads look, that cluster over here to the strong side of the field, and led with Carter Wallace. You know, he's a really good tailback, but he's a bruising fullback when he has to be, and enough to get that first down. Like that play.
So that gives Valley View a fresh set of downs at the 45-yard line. The ball will be just inside the left hash. 7:50 remaining as the clock ticks down. 2 receivers right, Davis lonesome left. Throw that out right side for Parker King on an ISO play. King advances it inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, good job there by King. It's his 3rd reception. I think that's what our passing attack's going to look like a lot this year. Just a lot of quick bubbles and
pitch passes and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
38-yard line.
2nd and 2 for Valley View from the 37. Got a Poplar Bluff player still down.
Looks like some more cramps. And
yeah.
We haven't talked about the weather, but for week 1, you can't beat tonight.
It's a little warmer than it was earlier in the week, but I think it was 84 degrees at kickoff, not a lot of humidity, and on the 29th of August, I'll take that every time,
Every
Coach.
single time, yeah.
Because usually we're swimming in our own pools of sweat by this time.
Yeah.
Not a pretty picture. So the Poplar Bluff lineman makes his way back to the Mules sideline, and we're set to resume action. Again, it's 2nd and 2 for Valley View. 7:20 to play in the game. Valley View up 28-12. Heineman is the quarterback. Takes the snap, pump fakes. Now he fires over the middle. Davis is wide open. He makes the catch. He's at the 10, at the 5. He dives forward, and he is caught at the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the View. The ball was a little bit underthrown, and he had to wait for it to get to him. Otherwise, that's an easy 6.
He did, but that's one of those Marty Riley specials. They've gone short. Well, next thing you know, they fake that bubble, and that lead receiver was wide open.
So it is 1st and goal for Valley View. Camarion scored on a similar play to that last week at Marion. Ball at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal from there. Wallace is the running back. He'll get the carry, and he is in there for the score. Carter Wallace scores once again for Valley View, bruising this one in from 2 yards out. And it's another touchdown for him with 6:40 to play.
Yep. Yeah, now smooth 3-touchdown night for junior Carter Wallace. But I'll tell you what, that was Taylor Heinemann's. That was his best drive of the evening. He led the offense, and I thought he really played well on that drive.
Troy Dale on for the extra point kick with 6:40 remaining. It is up, and Troy Dale remains perfect on the night as he nails it. And with 6:40 to play, your score is Valley View 35, Poplar Bluff 12. We'll be back in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We are lifesavers, life changers, and those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We're here when you need us most. We are NEA Baptist.
Junior quarterback Taylor Heineman leads Valley View on its most impressive drive of the night. The Blazers just went 75 yards in 9 plays, capped off by the 2-yard run by Carter Wallace, his 4th score of the evening. And with 6:40 left, Valley View now has a 35-12 lead. Here's Cody Lampkin's kickoff. That will go
like that.
Fielded off the bounce at about the 19-yard line by Poplar Bluff. They'll advance it up near the, looks like you're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah. Lampkin, he brought his lob wedge for that kick. That was really nice because it was going to stay in bounds. He was able to place it right where he wanted to.
Also want to remind you, coming up beginning at 10 o'clock tonight, or as soon as the Jonesboro games ends over on our flagship station of the EAB Sports Network, 95.3 The Ticket, we'll have the RARN scoreboard show as Rex Nelson will bring you scores. Rex Nelson and a cast of characters and supporters will bring you scores from across the state. That'll get underway either at 10 o'clock or as soon as the JHS game ends. Clifford throws that out right side on the screen. Receiver gets knocked out of bounds by Sonny Williams after it was caught by Cord Hightower.
Yep.
Correction, Caden Jenkins making that catch.
Yep. Looks like Corey Gamble's checked in at one of the linebacker spots.
I mean, I thought they kicked 2 out of the game a while ago. Is he not the guy that got ejected?
I'll be honest. No,
maybe.
It was number 1.
Okay.
Number 1 was ejected.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I misread my roster. Yeah, Caden Jenkins is the guy who was tossed. Number 2 making that catch, that was Lathan. So my mistake there. Sorry about that. Clifford throws that out left side on the screen pass. They got a play, and they have a first down up to about the 45-yard line. Jones making that catch for Poplar Bluff. And he is slow to get up.
It's a good catch. He's slow to get up. I tell you what, Poplar Bluff got away with a hold there on the inside. Luke Herringer got held.
6:18 to play in the game. Blazers leading 35-12. This will be the last game in this series, at least for a while. This is the 4th game in this series. Valley View is 3-0 coming into this game tonight against Poplar Bluff. Next year, they will be replaced on the regular season schedule by Marion, which has been the preseason scrimmage game opponent the last 2 years. Now the Patriots will become a regular season opponent, and the competition will step up considerably when the Patriots are on the schedule.
And that's good. I think that only makes this better, because Marion's got that program rolling over there right now, and that'll be a good way to open up the season.
Got a penalty there against Poplar Bluff. Did you see what the penalty was?
I
missed
did not.
It's going to move the ball back to the 34-yard line. It'll wipe out what would have been a first down. It brings up 2nd and 5 now.
Guess it had to have been a hold there.
Yeah, I think so. Twin receivers to each side. Clifford wants to throw. Here comes pressure. He's chased, flushed, and down he goes. He'll be sacked back near the 30-yard line.
Clifford.
There's Cowboy Ryder Wooten.
Once
Casano
again.
gave chase.
Yep.
Ball's placed at the 30-yard line.
Ryder's having fun, isn't he?
Down and 9.
That's going to be a loss back to the 30. It'll set up 3rd and 9 for Poplar Bluff with 5:37 remaining. Motion man to the near side. Clifford will flip that out on another screen pass. He makes the first couple of tackles missing, but he succumbs to the second wave and nets maybe a yard there.
Yeah.
Is that Casano coming off the field with a
he's coming off
his arm?
He's holding that elbow.
So it's 4th and 7 for Poplar Bluff.
Brought down at the 31-yard line, brings up 4th down, 7.
It appears Colt Clifford will drop back into punt formation, standing at his own 19-yard line. A.V. Jones will drop back shallow for Valley View, standing. Now he gets the word to back up further. Finally.
I do believe that he is.
I think they're finally starting to respect the leg of Colt Clifford.
Yes.
He's all the way back to the 31. He dropped back about 20 yards right after I said that.
Yeah.
As soon as I said the word shallow, he took off about 20 more yards.
But I think once he gets more and more comfortable back there, you'll see him being quite the weapon, because he looked good on that one punt return that he fielded. He looked really, really good.
There was another penalty on Poplar Bluff, so now it's 4th and 13. Clifford will punt it from about the 16-yard line. And AV fields that one off of one bounce. Running to the near side. He's at the 40 and gets leg tackled at about the 44. Late flag at the end of that play.
On the return. There's a flag on the play.
So we have a marker down with 3:56 remaining. Also, I want to remind you, we will have our
During the return,
America's Navy postgame show.
team number 10. That penalty will be 15 yards from the end of the run. First down, Valley View.
The penalty was against Valley View, right?
Yeah, we had a personal foul. We had a We had a blindside block. I didn't see who it was.
Okay. So we'll await that step off. As I was about to say, we'll have the America's Navy postgame show tonight coming up as soon as this one wraps up, in which we will name a JOSM player of the game.
After the penalty, the ball is placed at the 30-yard line. First down, Blazers.
So Valley View will start here from the 30 after the step off. They have 3:56 remaining in the game. Is that Manning back in at quarterback? Got Mallett motioning right. He'll hand it to him on the inside jet sweep and gets about 2, maybe 3.
We've got Cooper Pruitt in at quarterback right
you're
now.
right. Yeah. So he becomes the 4th Valley View quarterback to take a snap tonight.
Gain of 4 on the play brings up second down, 6.
It looks like virtually all the skill positions have subbed out. You still got Mallett and still got Holt in there who have played.
Got some starting O-linemen still.
And your linemen are still in there.
So Pruitt with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 H-back to the right. High snap, got whistles and flags as the ball is snapped.
False start.
And that'll be a false start against the View.
5-yard penalty, second down.
That penalty situation, I don't think Sean Cochrell will be very happy about that. It's been a little sloppy at times tonight.
It has.
Again, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Cooper Pruitt is the 4th quarterback to take snaps tonight. The snap is high, he gets it down, hands that off. I believe that's Briggs Rasmussen on the carry.
Yeah.
And he's
on the carry,
advancing it up to about the 37-yard line.
37-yard line brings up third down, 3.
Will Herndon actually on that carry, I'm sorry.
I think that's Rasmussen. I think that's Rasmussen out there. 37, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Briggs, and that was a good carry. He's tough, low to the ground.
Well, I've got it. Okay.
Unless we have wrong numbers.
I think
which
I've got conflicting rosters is what I have. This will be either Rasmussen or Herndon, dropped for a big loss this time.
Yeah. With Herndon on the carry, Alexander Larkins on the stop.
That will be a loss back to the 28, and it sets up 4th and 12 for Valley View, and Levi Manning will
timeout, Poplar Bluff.
Punt after a timeout taken by Poplar Bluff. $1:50 left in the game. Valley View leads Poplar Bluff 35-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Northeast Arkansas Center for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery is the only AAHC accredited office-based surgery center in Jonesboro and the tri-state area. Dr. McDonough and Dr. Phillips bring 50 years of combined experience in implants, extractions, and oral pathology. Leaders in computer-guided implant surgery, they create smiles that look and feel natural. When it's your smile, don't settle for less. Choose the team that sets the standard. Northeast Arkansas Center for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Call 870-931-3000 or visit neaoralsurgery.com.
Oh, more laundry.
Levi Manning gets the punt away. Meanwhile, there's another flag down, and there will be no return. Valley View will pick the ball up at about the 33-yard line. Meanwhile, there's laundry back near the line of scrimmage. So we'll see what we've got.
There's a flag on the play.
Looks like it's on Valley View.
End of the 3rd quarter in Mississippi County. Gosnell up 34-20 on Greene County Tech.
Illegal formation, kicking team. More than 4 in the backfield. Poplar Bluff is elected to take a 5-yard penalty at the end of the kick, first down.
After the penalty, the ball will be placed at the 38-yard line, first down, Poplar Bluff.
So that was interesting. Poplar Bluff will have the ball here after the penalty at the 38-yard line. I'm not even going to begin to try to
I
explain
think that's one of those where Brad Davidson's just like, let's get this game over with.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Poplar Bluff. $1:37 remaining in the game. This is a running play with Ferguson. Ferguson gets to the sideline and pushed out of bounds
Ferguson on the carry.
by Sonny Williams at about the 47 or the 48-yard line.
Finley on the stop. Ball's placed at the 47-yard line. Second down, 1.
Yeah, you've got mostly reserves in for the Valley View defense right now. You still got your linebackers intact. A couple guys in the secondary, but got some fresh bodies out there on the D-line.
Twins to each side for the Mules. Give that off to Ferguson. He runs into one of his offensive linemen, now shifts direction and able to pick up a couple of positive yards there after what was almost a disastrous play for him. He'll get the ball up to the 50-yard line.
2 on the play brings up.
He literally ran right into the back of one of his O-linemen. And now he's slow to get up. So the clock paused with 1:20 to play. Ferguson back to his feet. He's okay. And that is a first down for Poplar Bluff. From the 50, ball will be on the right hash. Corey Gamble checks back in for Valley View.
Yeah.
Trips left, 1 single receiver to the right. Give that off to the running back over the left side. He has the first down inside Valley View territory and finally caught it about the 36-yard line after the carry by Larkins.
Looks like that's catcher Patillo on the tackle there.
On the stop, first down.
Mules will go quickly here. Hand it off again to Larkins. Larkins dives forward for about 4, maybe 5. Inside a minute to play. We're at the 45-second mark.
Yeah.
Brings up second down, 6.
Ball is at the 33 or the 32-yard line of Valley View. And Valley View gets hit with a substitution infraction penalty, so that'll give Poplar Bluff an additional free 5 yards, moves it to about the 27.
First and 1.
First and 1 after the penalty.
First and 1.
Quarterback Clifford being chased. Now he gets the sideline. He's got a lot of room in front of him. Slips a tackle and finally caught it about the 9-yard line.
Colt Clifford on the
So Colt Clifford gets Poplar Bluff in the red zone and down to the 9 with 23 seconds left in the game. It'll be first and goal from the 9 for Poplar Bluff. Clock ticking now with 18 seconds left. 2 receivers to each side. Got a lineman jumping up front, and that should cost Poplar Bluff 5 yards.
Should.
On the false start. So that'll stop the clock with 11 seconds left and move him back to the 14-yard line.
Place at the 14-yard line.
Somebody just got a little twitchy up there.
Valley View is elected for the clock to start on the ready for play after the penalty.
Yeah.
So this will be, what's this called, the runoff?
Well, what you do, the way you avoid that is that Poplar Bluff has to call timeouts. So now they've called timeouts, so they'll keep that line to gain, but it will start on the ready by the official.
Right. So currently there is a Poplar Bluff timeout. We'll hold it here just to make sure we don't miss anything as the game ends. The Mules will have the ball with a first and goal from the 14-yard line. 11 seconds left on the clock. Probably the last play of the game coming up. I think each team, if the board is correct, has one. Nope, Poplar Bluff is out of timeouts now.
Yeah, I believe they're out now.
That was their last timeout.
Looks like you got Domino, you got Lewis, you got Grayson Hendricks Brown all on that D-line right now to finish it out.
2 receivers to the right and left. First and goal from the 14. Clifford under pressure, fires into the end zone. Catch made. That is good for a touchdown with 5 seconds remaining.
Touchdown, Poplar Bluff.
So Poplar Bluff gets one more score before we finish.
Yeah. Yeah, and that kind of burns my bread a little bit, but we'll let it go.
Did you see who caught that?
No, I did not. It was a nice throw and catch.
I believe it was Slack. So again, the Mules will go for 2, as they have every time they've scored tonight.
Well, that's got to be false start.
There's a flag on the play.
Do have another flag down, and it is a false start penalty against Poplar Bluff.
Retry from the 8-yard line.
This second half has moved at a much slower pace than did the first half.
It's been a little bit of preseason NFL football going on here.
Yeah. So again, the Mules going for 2 as they move back 5 yards to about the 7-yard line. Clifford with a late pitch out on the corner. Valley View's all over it.
Yep.
Not able to get the edge, and the conversion attempt is no good. So with 5 seconds left, Valley View leads it 35-18. We'll just hold it here. Poplar Bluff covered 62 yards in 5 plays unofficially on that drive. That was penalty aided.
Yes, and it was, it was starters versus twos for the most part too, and that's, that's okay. You got to do whatever you got to do for your team. These boys in blue, they need to get their reps.
So we await the Poplar Bluff kickoff. Yep. Davis and Finley back for the Valley View return. Finley on the near hash. It's going to be a squib kick on the ground, fielded by Kamarion Davis. Davis to the 40-yard line, now at midfield. He's into Poplar Bluff territory, still on his feet, spins out of a tackle, and finally goes down at the 22-yard line to end the game. Good.
And that's the football game.
So that will wrap it up tonight from Central Dealership Stadium as Valley View wins it 35-18. We've still got the America's Navy postgame show to come. We will also name a JOSM player of the game in our postgame show. We'll break away for 3 minutes and back with the postgame after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about how Pico Foods buys direct to support local producers. In Arkansas and Missouri, call David Durham or James Chester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Andrew Parker or John Taylor Hickman at 601-670-9383.
Football season means traveling to all the biggest games. Travel in style while saving big with a new ride from Nebo Auto Center. For over 2 decades, Nebo has been Northeast Arkansas's new car alternative. If you're in the market for a late model, low mileage car, truck, or SUV, there's no better time than right now to stop by and see the selection at Nebo. With a well-stocked lot of vehicles that fit almost any budget. So score big with Nebo Auto Center, 3910 Stadium Boulevard. We go Nebo.
Hello, I'm estate planning and elder law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
At Ozark Valley Contracting, quality starts from the ground up. Whether it's roofing, siding, interiors, decks, or major makeovers, they're detail-obsessed and driven to do it right the first time. Need financing? They've got in-house options for inside and outside projects. Got storm damage? They'll work hand-in-hand with your insurance to get the best results possible. Hard work, high standards. Ozark Valley Contracting. Call 870-586-4625 and build something better. Ozark Valley Contracting. Quality starts from the ground up.
Pac-Mail Supercenter is your yes, we do that store. Pac-Mail, Tim, what's that all about?
Pac-Mail can scan that, copy that, shred that, return that, design that, cut that, print that, pack that, ship that, crate that, freight that, notarize that. At Pac-Mail, we can do all that and more.
Pac-Mail Supercenter, the yes, we do that store. 361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Don't trust just anybody to do all that. Trust Pac-Mail.
Design the golf cart of your dreams with SS Custom Carts in Jonesboro. Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter for SS Custom Carts. And whether you want a golf cart for the greens or a family cart to cruise the neighborhood, SS Custom Carts has your dream cart covered. SS Custom Carts in Jonesboro is your one-stop shop for new golf carts, gently used golf carts, fully customized carts, parts, accessories, and service. Check out SS Custom Carts, 2321 East Matthews in Jonesboro at sscustomcarts.com.
We're back at Central Dealership Stadium on the heels of a 35-18 Valley View victory over Poplar Bluff. Randy Myers along with Coach Jason Smith in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. It is now time for the America's Navy postgame show. Be a part of a force that never quits. Visit Navy.com to find out more. Coach, pretty impressive second half. The Blazers started the game strong, then kind of got a little lackadaisical and sloppy there late in the first half, and it was only a 2-point game at the break, but Valley View, I thought, early in the third came out and established themselves and set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, Valley View's the better football team, on the field tonight. It was sloppy. That second quarter, Poplar Bluff clearly won, but yeah, third quarter, I thought that they came out refocused and played a clean third quarter and established dominance. I thought for game one, week one, with basically a very new team, that they look good. They look good overall.
Recapping the second half scoring, as we mentioned, Valley View led by only 2 at the break. It was a 14-12 advantage, but then on Poplar Bluff's first possession of the second half, Poplar Bluff was forced into a punt situation, and Luke Herringer blocked that punt, and Valley View took over on a short field. They covered 29 yards in only 6 plays, capped off by Carter Wallace's 3-yard touchdown run with 6:17 to play in the third. They forced Poplar Bluff into another punt on the Mules' next possession, and then the Blazers covered 43 yards in 4 plays, capped off by Carter Wallace's 17-yard run with 2:54 to play in the third. The Blazers would score again with 6:40 to play in the fourth on a 2-yard touchdown run by Carter Wallace. That drive covered 75 yards in 9 plays to put Valley View up 35-12, and Poplar Bluff would score with 5 seconds left in the game on a 14-yard pass from Cole Clifford to Logan Slack. The 2-point conversion attempt failed. That was a 5-play penalty-aided 62-yard drive for Poplar Bluff against the Blazer reserves, setting the final margin at 35-18. Carter Wallace with 4 rushing touchdowns on the night for the View.
Yeah, Carter was everything we expected him to be. It's kind of a ho-hum 4-touchdown effort. I thought that he played very well. Between his running the football, the quarterbacks made better decisions second half, and then I thought that linebacking core was really good all night long for Valley View.
We need to name a JOSM player and or players of the game, and obviously Carter Wallace is going to be one of those two.
Yeah, Carter I think is a no-brainer, and then we're going to also give it to Ryder Wooten, who is the captain of that defense, and it's just good to see Ryder healthy out there flying around. But yeah, those two guys, you can't go wrong.
Player of the game brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. So again, Valley View goes to 1-0 as they win it 35-18. The Blazers will be on the road into White County next week. They will take on the Searcy Lions in a non-conference tilt for the second straight year. And think back on that game last year, and that was a game where the Blazers came out and put their foot on the throat early of Searcy and dominated the first half and won that game going away. And what was expected to be a tight game.
Yeah, and I do believe this. I believe that going down to Lions Stadium next week, I think it will be a good football game. I think that Searcy team's improved. I think that Valley View definitely got their attention last year, so I expect a really good football game. Hopefully a ton of these fans in blue and gold can go down there and support these kids.
I remind you, I will not be here next week. I'm going to be on vacation, but Buddy Nichols will thank him for filling in for me. He'll have the broadcast for you beginning at 6:30 with the Blazer Football pregame show brought to you by First National Bank here on the EAB Sports Network. Radio coverage at News Talk 102.1. Video on YouTube through the Blazer News Network. Audio and video streaming on our EAB Media app. So again, your final tonight. The Blazers win it 35-18 for Coach Jason Smith. I'm Randy Myers. We thank you for joining us and enjoy the rest of your weekend from the EAB Sports Network.
You've been listening to Valley View Blazer. You've been listening to Valley View Blazer football on the Blazer News Network and FM News Talk 102.1, presented by NEA Baptist, the United States Navy, Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Kavanaugh Auto Group, and First National Bank.